Welcome back to the Blue Lounge. Welcome back to the channel. I hope you guys are all having a fantastic evening, afternoon, morning, whatever time zone you're in. Welcome to the channel. This is the Real Madrid versus Chelsea Champions League match preview. Tomorrow we are playing in the Bernabeu. We have a 2-goal deficit and we are looking to defend our Champions League title. That's the position we're in. We are going to be facing Benzema and the rest of the mandem, trying to overturn a deficit of 2 goals. First leg at the bridge ended 3-1 to Real Madrid. Disappointing evening, but one that we will be aiming to rectify tomorrow evening in Spain, in Madrid. That is the hopes, that is the ambition, that is the goal that we have. Can we do it? Will we do it? I don't know, but that's what we're going to be discussing in tonight's stream. We're going to be watching the press conference by Tuchel. We're going to be addressing what he had to say. We're going to be giving you our perspective to it. We will then show you some potential lineups, which I want you to vote on, because we have a competition right now with the panelists and the lineups. We're trying to see who can predict the right one, the closest one to what Tuchel goes with, and who do you guys believe is the best line, has made the best lineup, the closest lineup. I'll let you guys decide and vote. At the moment, we have Boogeyman on 1 point, declared on 1 point, and none of them are in the panel tonight. So we will have a new winner. Let me say hello to some of the champions in the chat. Samuel, big up to you. Tobogo, big up to you. Jeff, big up to you. Always a pleasure. James Davis, big up to you, my man. Hope you're doing good. Courtney, bless up, big up, welcome. DJ Sav, big up Mo, the panel, everyone in the chat. The road to 10k people. If you haven't already subscribed to the channel, don't forget to smash that like button and to subscribe. Lads, don't forget to subscribe. We are so close. We are literally 27, 28 away from 10k. So if you're watching the stream and you haven't subscribed, your subscription will make that big difference. John Arnold, big up to you. John Arnold, I need to know how you type so quick. Because my outro is all about you and typing so quickly. So big up to you. Who else do we have here? Olu, it's been a while, mate. It's been a while. Welcome back. Guys, in my panel, big up to you all. Chris, how are you?
Oh, pleasure to be back on the Blue Lounge, the best Chelsea fan channel on YouTube, mate. I feel better. It's a pleasure to be back. Big up Mo, big up Pod, big up Max, big up the chat. On to Madrid tomorrow for the second leg. I cannot wait. It's going to be good. And yeah, I'll speak more about, obviously, if I think we'll go through or not, but we need to start off strong. I can't wait. And Mo, don't cheat me out. This lineup competition.
Hey, listen, it's not me. It's the chat. They decide. I mean, I don't really even have that much influence over them. You know?
Of course. Okay.
Big up to you, Chris. Big up to you. I'm trying to sort out my green screen. It's going a bit funny. I don't know what it is. I'll try that. That should be alright. Podfather, big up to you. Welcome. How are you?
Yep. It's all good. Excited for tomorrow. Looking forward to it. You know, win, lose, or draw should be a good game. Hopefully we get a good result. And looking forward to talking tactics and line up with the boys. You know, see what everybody's thinking out there. And yeah. It was a good result on the weekend, so you know, brought back the positivity back. So on to the next.
It's definitely a good springboard for this game. Coming to Real Madrid, coming to the Bernabeu on the back of a 6-0 thrashing of Southampton. Can't be too bad. Can't be too bad. I need to sort out this green screen. Max Burton, how are you?
Big up, Mo. Big up the
Big up, Max.
rest of the panel pod. Is that Nick Blue, Chris?
Nick Blue. And
Big up,
Chris,
mate, big up.
It's one of them, calling for one of them great nights in Europe. I'm kind of in the process of making a video of some of our great nights in Europe, our great comebacks. So I'm hoping that tomorrow night will be one which will be adding to the list of great European comebacks. So, if we believe, we can achieve.
Definitely. We've had some great nights and some not so great nights with the neighbours or with the rivals to Real Madrid, Barcelona. I mean, we've had some very interesting Champions League evenings with them. I think it's all about Chelsea, Real Madrid. Now, last season we had the upper hand. This season, the tie is in their favour for now, but hopefully we can change that tomorrow night. Hopefully. Nick Blue, how are you?
Yeah, big up to everyone. Chris, Podfather, Max, and the man himself, Mo, who does this great channel for us. And I want to say I'm very confident. For some reason, I feel confident for tomorrow. As long as we go in at halftime 1-0, there's no way in this world we can't win this match. That's how I'm feeling. I know it's a very hard game, but I'm really confident for it. Yeah.
It's a tough game tomorrow. It's a tough game. Anyone who tells you it's going to be a walk in the park is underestimating the night, the event. Real Madrid, they have it all to lose. Chelsea got to do all the hard work tomorrow. Real Madrid, they have the 2-goal cushion. They can sit back and put the onus, the pressure on us. They are a counter-attacking team when it comes to big games of this caliber. I mean, they counter-attacked us in the previous leg. So I'm quite confident that if we are able to nick an early goal, things could change. The tide would change. Because for us, we've got nothing to lose. We're already behind. So we have to chase the game and we have to grind the result. So it's going to be an interesting evening. Look, guys, the first thing I want to do before we discuss the game, I want to watch the Tuchel press conference, and then we will discuss the game, and then we will go into the lineups. Max, did you submit a lineup or not? Max Burton.
I've just submitted one. If you go into
I'm having a look. Let me just have a look.
Chat, then you'll see it in there. I've put it in there. Just submitted it about 2 or 3 minutes ago.
Yeah, I see it. All right, fantastic.
You got it?
Fantastic. Yeah, I got it. Yeah. All right. So let's jump in to the press conference. I'm gonna change my hat because the green screen ain't liking it. So let's jump into this press conference first. Let's have a look. All right, guys, let's watch this.
Hi, Thomas.
Hi.
What chance do you feel your side have of turning this tie around tomorrow night?
What chance? Well, maybe not the biggest chance, given the first game's result and given the competition and the opponent and the stadium we play in. But we never manage our input and our effort and our belief by the chances we have for a result. We never did, and we will not start tomorrow by giving less because it's very unlikely that we make it. It is unlikely, but it's worth trying, and we will try. And trying means that we will play to our fullest, and we will play to the full limit, because this is what we do, and we never manage our input and investment by the chances of having a result. So this is what it is. It's a big night, and it's a big match, and we will try to be in a better shape and in a better condition, like in the first match.
Matt Barlow.
Good morning, Thomas.
Hi.
Hi. You started to answer this, I think, in the last question, but I wanted to say, if this is the end, if this is where your title defence ends, how do you want it to end? How do you want it? How do champions end their defence?
Yeah, by not accepting it in before it ends. I mean, by not accepting and by leaving everything on the pitch that we have, and by showing that we can work harder, that we can play better, that we know that we can take more risks, and that we show our true face and live up to our full potential. That's what we should do first, and then we accept what comes out of it.
Scott Trotter.
Hi, good morning, Thomas.
Hi.
Hi there. Basically, just wondered if you could give us an injury update on Lukaku and obviously Azpilicueta's COVID situation. And with the tight turnaround once again, just how much extra can you prepare for Real Madrid this time compared to last week from what you learned in that game?
Yeah, we need absolutely to learn from last week's game. This is the beauty of the competition and on this stage, that you have 2 matches in very short notice. So you can learn from games, and you can use pictures and moments and situations from the first leg to learn for the second leg. This is what we try to do, and this is what we will use in the preparation for this match. The injury situation is that Callum Hudson-Odoi is still out. Ben Chilwell, of course, still out. Romelu will not travel with us due to his pain in the Achilles. Aspi is in the group. He's tested several times negative. And Ross Barkley is sick and will not travel. That's the situation. Everybody else is in the squad.
Tony Banks.
Hi, Thomas.
Hi.
How much? You beat Real last year, but this game will be at the Bernabeu, not at the separate stadium. How much different will it be this year, playing at the Bernabeu in front of a corporate?
Can it be more different? Of course, it was at the training ground in the U Stadium, and cannot be more different. It is one of the biggest challenges to perform as a away team in Bernabeu. It is even more difficult if you have to earn a certain result. If you need to win with a minimum of 2 goals, or better even, or maybe even a 3 goal difference, that makes it almost impossible and very, very difficult. But it's worth trying, and it's still a stage where you can also overperform. We need to overperform. It's like I said, not easier and the opposite, but at the same time a big experience to learn from, and maybe experience to take and overperform.
Jacob Steinberg.
Hi, Thomas. Real have obviously great players, but a lot of those players are in their 30s, and there have been times this season when teams have been able to exploit that. Were you surprised that you
couldn't make the physicality more of a issue last week, and is that maybe the key to tomorrow night, to making that part of your game stand out more?
Yeah, first of all, it was like this. We wanted it more physical. We did not work hard enough. We did not work intense enough in the first match. Second of all, we face a huge disadvantage in terms of physicality because Real Madrid has a whole year with 5 changes, and we play the most demanding league, and we played the most matches throughout the season and throughout 22. So it's not always easy to play a physical game. We are a team that needs the physicality, the sharpness, and the commitment and the investment to be a special team. We could not implement that. We could not implement that enough in the last match. This was also due to their quality and their capacity to slow the game down, to control the match by ball possession. This is what it is. We had, for example, last season the second leg in an empty Stamford Bridge, of course, but we were very, very intense. We looked at the data again. It was a very intense match, but we lost ball possession also clearly. So ball possession alone for the opponent is not the statistic that logically says that you don't have an intense game. We struggled last week to implement that. We struggled with our counter pressing and finding work and finding intensity in runs. Can we do it now? Let's see. The game is totally different, but we will need to find a way to play a more physical game, and of course, this is a part of the solution.
Okay, last question today for Thomas. Matt Dunn.
We don't hear you.
Unmute yourself, Matt.
Sorry, Thomas. I don't know if Germany has an equivalent of Roy for Rovers, but does the dreamer in you allow you to think this could be... Can you hear me?
Yes. Can you just explain the context of Roy of the Rovers, please? It's a childhood book.
Tomorrow night, with everything that's gone on,
a boy.
Could tomorrow night be... Can the dreamer of you think that this could be the stuff of schoolboy heroes and a fantastic script to be written?
Well, we need nothing else than a fantastic script if we want to be able to overcome this. It's the task is incredibly high, and the challenge is incredibly high, given the circumstances of first leg and where we play and against whom we play and at what stage we play this kind of match. Yeah, it's always allowed to dream. It's sometimes important to imagine things and to dream about it, but it will not shift the focus from the fact that we need to deliver and we need to be ready tomorrow. We will support our team and we will try hard. It's worth trying. It's sports, and it's a game, and it's the beauty of the game that everything is possible always. So we will arrive and try everything because it's worth trying, and from there we see, and hopefully we have a match where belief grows and within the match by our actions, and hopefully we can fulfill our dream, live up to our dream, but realistically we have to invest a lot and be on our very top level.
Okay, that's it for Tom.
Okay, so we're talking about dreams. We're talking about miracles. We're talking about something that is very difficult to achieve. And I think, to be realistic, it is something very difficult to achieve tomorrow. It's not impossible. It's not something that beyond our capabilities or our expectations. We can expect, we can dream, we can hope to have that result. And it is football, where anything can happen. Can Chelsea score 2 goals and keep a clean sheet? Yes. Will they do it? We'll see. We'll see. I think it's 50-50 whether it happens or doesn't. I don't think it's something that is too difficult for us. But I think it's something that will require a lot of hard work to achieve. Look, before I open this discussion to my panelists, I want to tell you guys something. Every now and then, YouTube does something to the algorithm where it changes the way it handles content. And right now, something has happened to the algorithm because the videos are not being, or the stream is not being sent out to everyone. Not everyone is getting the notification to see the stream. So the only way we can do anything about it is by hitting the like button and letting YouTube know that this is good content. So if you're watching this stream and you haven't hit the like button yet, please do, just to get YouTube to acknowledge the stream and push it to as many people as possible, to get as many views as possible, to get as many subscribers as possible, to hit 10,000 subscribers. So if you can help me out by hitting the like button, very much appreciate it. Max Burton, can we do this tomorrow? Max Burton.
It's gonna be hard. It's gonna take the perfect game of football, the perfect defensive in midfield, and we need to fish any chance that may come our way. I kind of disagree with you when you said score an early. I think if we score sort of midway second half, maybe, but if we keep it at 0-0 and then we score sort of in the 50th minute, because they'll be in that defensive mindset and it'll be hard to switch to that attack. So if we score early, then they'll have to come out and maybe try and get a goal to finish us off. But I think if they are already trying to sort of play defensive counter-attacking and then we get a goal second half, then they're going to start to get nervy. Their crowd's going to get nervy. We can get a second goal sort of midway through that second half, and then it's, what do they do? Do they try and kill the game off? Do they, because one goal either way can, if we score it, then they'll have to come out and try and score, leaving them open, or so it's going to put them in a sort of indecision, value of indecision. But I just feel we have to score the first goal. They score the first goal, the game's over. We score the first goal, then it's game on for me, because it's a knockout stage. We're at the quarterfinal, so these games are more sort of tactical rather than So as I said, but we just need to just have belief in ourselves, try and get that first goal, no matter when it comes. Obviously not in the 80th minute or so, but as long as we get that first goal at some point. And for others, as I said, I prefer it to be sort of towards the beginning, middle part of that second half. For me, as I said, if they're playing that tight game and nothing's happening, and then we score, all of a sudden our tails will be up. They'll be nervous. So yeah, there's a couple of things from the press conference as well that I picked up on, which
go ahead.
is true in a way that the 5 substitution rule in Spain is helping them out. That's the point. We are putting ourselves at a disadvantage. Okay, some of the Premier League clubs are saying, the bigger clubs have the advantage. So I don't understand what the fuss about anyway, because the bigger clubs play in European competitions, and most of the bigger clubs go further in competitions anyway. So that substitutions isn't going to be doing the Europe. They allow out to players we need, and so they're fresher towards the business end of the season. So that was something I picked up on from him, just in the press conference today. Yeah, but the energy levels have to be on point. We just need to really wet them. And what one of the guys said about the midfield of Real Madrid, which I pointed out last week as well, where they are, the legs are not there anymore. Rich and Cruz are, they're getting on in age. So that's why my team's coming a bit later, but so we need to try and run them ragged a bit, and trying to just make them a bit weary-legged, and so we take advantage of their old age and just move the ball around a bit quicker with a bit more purpose. But yeah, the players have got to believe. They just have to believe, and just go out there and have a fight. We don't want to lose it at a whimper. We need to go out there and give it our all. And all they can say, even if we do lose narrowly or just have a narrow victory and we don't quite do it in the end, they could say that we've tried our best. No regrets. That's what we don't want. Any regrets that we could have done better in that second leg.
Yeah. All right. Chris, is it at the same level as a miracle for Chelsea to get the result, or is it something achievable, in your opinion?
It's achievable, certainly. Thinking back to the game last week, Benzema should have had 4 goals. Technically should have had a hat-trick, but Mendy gave him obviously that third goal, which I'm annoyed at. It's certainly achievable, but we need to hit the ground running straight away, in my opinion. We can't be in 20 minutes in and then slowly building into it. We need to hit the ground running. We need to put Madrid under pressure straight away. And it's known that if you put Madrid under pressure, they do kind of fold. So we need to really hit the ground running. If Christensen plays, he needs to be focused. None of this lack of concentration. He needs to be defensively focused and sound for the game tomorrow. Mendy can't be playing with the ball at his feet and passing it out. No, you need to hoof the ball up the pitch, because it's clear that you're not really good with the ball at your feet. And if the final third get a chance, take it, because this is the issue. We're so inconsistent in the attack. It's unbelievable. So if Kovacic plays, which he should, and he's able to get the direct passes, which he will, we need to be able to take the chances. If we score a goal early on, let's just say within the first 15 minutes, game on. But we just need to look out for Benzema. He's the best striker in the world, in my opinion. And another player as well that I'll be looking at is Federico Valverde, because he is an absolute unbelievable midfielder. And if he plays tomorrow, he's another player we need to look out for. But Benzema, the defensive three need to be on point. Rudiger and Silva, I have no worries, I have no issues about. It's just Christensen. Just, mate, forget Barcelona. You're in the Champions League quarter-final, second leg. You're 2 goals down. Yeah, so let's get it. Do I think we'll go through? No, I don't think we'll all go through. I'm being realistic. I don't think we'll all go through, but I think we'll win.
All right, Chris, thank you very much. Have a good night. We'll see you tomorrow.
I mean, being realistic. I mean, can we go through? Yes, can. Will we? I don't think we will. I think we'll win 2-1, but it's just one of those. But as I say, anything can happen. Anything can happen.
Yeah, anything can happen, and when Chelsea are playing, it usually does. Pod, the first goal scored by Chelsea would give the tie new life. Scored by Real Madrid, it would kill it. Tactically, how do you think Chelsea will be approaching this game? Would we be the aggressors, the more assertive side from the get-go? Will we do it gradually? How do you see us approaching this game?
Yeah, I think it's very important for the players on the pitch to read the game, and sense the moment, I think they have to understand when we have the momentum and it's time to push on, and when maybe we need to take a breather and fall back and defend a bit, So I think within the first 10 minutes, you get a real sense of how the game is going to go. We're not typically fast starters, so that's a bit of a worry. Going into the game, it usually takes us maybe like a whole half really to get into our best best form or momentum. So that's going to be interesting. But I do think that they're going to be probably less adventurous, even though they're playing at home. One, because obviously they have the 3 goals that they've scored, and their best defender is out. So I think something like that may play in our advantage, where we can be patient in our build up, and we don't need to rush things. Um, yeah, but it should be very interesting. But my thing is, in terms of Modric and Cruz, usually they're good for about 70 minutes, and then they start to tail off. But then they were both rested over the weekend, so they've had a week without playing. So that's gonna work that's gonna help them basically, and they're at home, so they have home support and all that sort of stuff. So I don't think we can just rely on, we're just gonna outrun the whole midfield. Yes, that should be the aim. To bully them and to press them, and almost have them under constant pressure, where hopefully they start to falter and start to do crazy things, because a lot of our goals against them last season came from like counter pressing. And so it wasn't like build up from our back, not like Thiago passing it to Reece, passing it to Kante and build up. It was a lot of like winning the ball, midfield, quick turnaround, habits to Werner, and Pulisic and heading towards goal and stuff. So I think, will we get that space tomorrow? I don't know. I don't think they're going to underestimate us. I watched the Ancelotti press conference as well. And he obviously he knows Chelsea, and he knows the history of the club. He's not going to take anything for granted. He knows that we have that underdog, never say die spirit, and I think they'll be prepared for it. I think tomorrow is going to take like special performances from special players. Um, yeah, it's going to take something extraordinary from somebody. Somebody's going to have the game of their life tomorrow, basically, for us to capitalize. I
Where
give us
where
about
is
probably
this game?
70-30 chance.
Where is this game won tomorrow? In attack, in the or in the midfield? Where do you think the key
Mm.
aspect for us? I mean, is it going to be our midfield or the attack? Where
I think it's
what's
both.
going
No,
to be
I
the?
think I,
Mm,
I think it's both, because I think, one, we have to dominate the midfield. I think that's a given. That's
mm.
that's pretty much the only way you're gonna get 2-3 goals without any reply from the other team. And whoever's playing up front has to take their chances. It can't be like the last game, or the last big game we played was what, against Liverpool
Carabao Cup.
in the Carling Cup final, and you saw all those chances we missed. Proper, like,
Yeah.
in on goal, and people were fluffing their lines. We can't have any of that tomorrow. Um, so yeah, it's against all odds, but it can happen. Like, there's no situation in football that is insurmountable or impossible. Like, I've seen Barcelona blow 3-0 leads. I've seen PSG blow 4-1 leads. Real Madrid. I've seen all these big great teams blow these leads before in the past. So anything is possible. Anything can happen. But yeah, it's gonna be amazing. It's not gonna be one of those, if we look back and we've gone through, it'll be one of the greatest Champions League nights of all time. So that's what we have to look forward to. If we can pull it off, it'll be something we'll be talking about for you know 10 years.
Easy. Especially if we go all the
Yeah,
way. Especially if we go all the way. All right, cheers, pod.
yeah.
Let me go to Nick. Nick, how do you see this game panning out tomorrow, mate?
Well, yeah, I'm pretty confident. If we turn up, I mean, every single player. It's not one player who has to have a special game. It's every single player has to be 150% on it tomorrow. If we do that, we have a chance. And we have to score the first goal. It's like the first chance we get, it has to go in the net. We can't afford to hit the post or the bar, or. So we have to score. Doesn't have to be in the first 10 minutes or 15. As long as we're winning at half time, that's very important. If we're winning 1-0 at half time, they're going to get worried. Their changing room is going to be a bit down, as our one is going to be really up for it. They will come out, all guns blazing. That's how I see the game going. and I'm very confident we can do it. Even if we go into extra time and take it to penalties, we have a chance. It's not impossible. It's like we're losing 2-0 at time now, so it's another half to go, and I want the players to come out and give everything, even if we lose, like Mo said last week. If they give a performance, we have to be proud of them. I'll be very proud, and they can come to Wembley on Sunday with their heads held high, and you're going to see the support they will get if they give a performance from our fans. Yeah, that's what I want.
Yeah, no, Nick. For me, it's the performance that I'm looking for. The result is important. The result is very important.
But if they
I want to see a performance. Yeah, I want to see the boys put a shift in. We will have an uphill task ahead of us tomorrow. However, if the boys put in a shift, then we'll be proud of them regardless of the outcome.
Yeah.
Let me go to Boogeyman. Boogeyman, welcome to the stream. I hope you're doing good. I hope you're doing well.
Hello, can you hear me?
Loud and clear, brother. Loud and clear.
Oh, thank you.
How are you?
I'm good. Thanks for having me. Sorry for being late. Listen, tomorrow we have a chance. We just need to play the perfect game. I know the energy will be at our side. The Mount, the Harvest are going to run the entire game. The most important thing is, what are they doing with those runs? They have to have cool head and finish the game, finish the ball and hit the net and all those things. If we manage to put pressure on them, we should be okay. Like I think it was Nick that said we need to score earlier. I don't really agree with it. Even if we go to the second half 0-0, I think there is still a chance against Real Madrid that we score 2 goals in the second half. But the most important thing is they cannot score on us. If they score on us, then their game is over. They cannot score. And as soon as we score one, we need to be focused on enough to score the second one. Madrid, the thing is, we need to play our game instead of worrying too much about where Vinicius Junior is, and hopefully, by chance, whoever is playing against Vinicius will be able to control him. Hopefully, by chance, Benzema will always be marked. Hopefully, by chance, Mount walk right in the middle will take Modric genius away. And I think we should be able to, but no, we should not be going there trying to prevent Real Madrid to play now. We just go there and we run at them. We just trying to be ourselves and trying to do what we know to do is
Boogie,
bring the tempo to the game.
Boogie, how much of an impact is the 6-0 defeat of Southampton going to have on the game tomorrow?
One thing is that just means we can actually score 6 goals. It's simple as that. And my frustration with that, my frustration with that is we have to wait till we put ourselves in a situation like this, where we're going to play in Bernabeu with 2 goals less, to show that we can actually score 6 goals. Now, the challenge is who's have to play now. Do we start Werner after what we saw from him the last 5-6 games? Do we start Mount after what we saw from him the last? Mount always bring the energy there, but he just does not have that calm head at the end to do anything good with whatever's happening to whatever he got in the box. Do we have to start Loftus-Cheek? Guy cannot shoot, but the problem, we need goal tomorrow. So the game, the 6-0 against Southampton, in fact, just if I was Tuchel, I'd be confused. I don't know what I have to do at this point. Can they do it?
See,
I'm not sure.
yeah, I'm gonna put this question to everyone, and then, we'll discuss this for a few minutes before we go into the predicted lineups. But my question is as follows: Timo Werner got a brace against Southampton. Timo Werner likes to score against Southampton. Do you play a player that could potentially score the odd goal or two, but could also, fumble or miss a few chances? Or do you play players that could, score when given opportunity, but they are not also regular scorers? I'll give you an example. Sorry?
Well, no, I'll answer it after you finish going.
I was going to say, for example, Hakim Ziyech can score a goal, from outside the box. He can create a goal from the strangest of situations. Do you play him and leave out Timo Werner, who adds pace and adds a lot of, what's the word here? He puts in a shift. He will work hard for the team, Timo Werner, but then he may not score when given the opportunity. Do you play Pulisic, and then if you play Pulisic and you play Ziyech, what about Mason Mount? Do you play three attackers behind Havertz? There's a lot of different combinations that you can use here. What approach do you guys think Tuchel is going to use tomorrow? And this is before we go into the lineups. So I want to hear your tactics, your strategy. What do you think Tuchel is going to do tomorrow?
I just want to say, in terms of people saying that should Timo Werner start because based on what he done against Southampton, no, you shouldn't, because that's just one game. And I know we won 6-0 and we should have won more. Actually, that 6-0 was kind of flat into Southampton. We should have won a lot more. If Timo Werner was performing like that on a regular basis when he's on the pitch, then fair play. But it's just one game. For me, against Real Madrid, we need to have players that, for example, Havertz is a must starter. We all agree, and then it's a kind of a rotation. I mean, when we go into the lineups, I think Ziyech should be there, and I think even though Mason Mount has been poor, he performed well against Southampton, but Mason Mount needs to perform. So the only guaranteed for me, but attacker really, of the attackers should be Ziyech and Havertz, because they're the only ones that have actually had the bottle to perform in the final third for the last few months. So that's what I think. So, but Werner should not be in the team tomorrow. Should not be in the starting 11. No way should he. No chance.
Can I come in on this? Yeah.
Yeah. One second, Nick. Jem, check your DM. Go ahead, Nick.
Yeah, one thing I agree with Chris, which I don't never agree with, is Werner mustn't play tomorrow. He had a great Southampton, and that's the only really great game he had all season. You can't play Werner for me. For me, Mason Mount has to play, but behind, I want the top two. You got to see my lineup. I put two up front and Mount behind to help the midfield. That's where the battle will be won, in the midfield. And then Mount can help the midfield, and we can be more solid. And we have the two up front to get a goal. And if Werner doesn't start for me, I know he played good. He was my man of the match Saturday, but it's too risky. We can't take that risk. If he gets a chance and he hits the post, we can't hit the post or bar tomorrow. The ball has to go in the net. Yeah.
Yeah, no, tomorrow chances are going to be at a premium. So we've got to put away, or at least hit the target with them. I have with me today GNA TV's Jem. Jem, welcome. How are you? How you doing? Hold on a second. Jem, can you hear me?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yep, loud and clear. How are you, mate? How you doing?
Yeah, I'm all right. I'm sorry, mate. I had a bit of an issue with my connection. I saw there was two of me, and then now there's two Burton
There's
ballers.
two
As well.
Max.
Look at that. Yeah, look at that, man. I'm setting the trend.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
How you been
Jem,
anyway?
I'm doing good. I'm doing good. It was good to meet you the other week. So it was a pleasure to have finally met in the flesh. Jem, are you optimistic? Are you pessimistic? Are you realist? What's your stance on this game tomorrow?
I think the words I would use is in Thomas Tuchel. I trust. Like I feel that this is the type of game that, even though we're behind, and there's been many occasions where we haven't, we've always sort of been on level hands. But in this situation where I feel we can pull the players aside and just say to them, look, there is no real pressure at this point. We are behind. We do need to win this game. Go out there, play your socks off, play for the football badge, put in a performance, and whatever the outcome is, as long as you can keep your heads high and just show that you've had a game, then and show the fans, that you fought in that second leg. Because let's be serious, in the first leg, they didn't fight. They were poor. That they were half of what I thought they could be, and I kept saying that. I feel that Real Madrid team is not really. I was at the bridge, and I just don't think it's that good. I still don't think it's that good. I genuinely don't think it's that good. I mean, they've got Vinicius and Benzema. Don't get me wrong, they've got a world-class striker in Benzema, and he only needs a little sniff and he scores. And Vinicius, he's in great form. He can give you problems if you allow him to, but the truth is, in that first game, is that we allowed them to. We allowed the likes of people like Vinicius to have their moments in the game. We allowed them moments like Benzema to be free in the box and have free headers. You can't do that with class strikers like that. You know what I mean? And going to the Bernabeu, I think it's very important that we erase that very quickly. We're tight on them, especially them two. We don't give them time on the ball. We eliminate the ball into them. We have to eliminate the ball into them. And I know it's very, very hard with someone like Benzema because he likes to float around the pitch and it's the way he plays the game. But I'd rather see Benzema in midfield picking the ball up than find him in the box trying to find space for himself to get on the back of a header. So I think we really have to play it well. I think intricate strategies in the way that we set up have to be spot on. And I think Thomas Tuchel, with whoever he decides to put out as the 11, will really be drilling into him them intricate little bit finds of details that we'll need to actually get right, along with pretty much all of the players having to have a good 9 out of 10 performance to actually get a result tomorrow. And there's two ways you can play it, really. There's two ways we could set up, I think, as well. You could play. I mean, it's definitely got to be the three at the back, but in terms of the forward line, I think on the midfield you could do two things. You could pack the midfield out and play with three in midfield, or you could do what we did against Southampton, which is play the 3-4-3. But if you're going to do whoever the 3 or 2 are up front, for me, they have to have movement and they have to have energy, and that eliminates people like Ziyech for me to a degree. I don't feel that he would be the perfect individual. I think Havertz has to start. I think Mason Mount has to start. Whether you play Mason Mount a little bit deeper as the 3 and have like a Kovacic and Kante in, you can do that. Or if you don't do that, you play him a bit more forward along with Havertz, and you either throw on Pulisic again, or I honestly think maybe you throw Werner in. I know a lot of people don't think Werner should be given the opportunity because of his performance against Southampton not being enough, and I agree with that. But you've got to bear in mind, this Real Madrid team have lost probably their best defender in Eder Militao, and he is their quickest defender. When you look at who's coming in to replace him in Nacho, he has no pace. He is so slow. We need players up front that are gonna press, that are going to link play together, and they're going to run into pockets of spaces with their pace. But they've got to have pace to do it. They can't be, static and just go into the ball and play with it. They really need to have very good movement in their game. And I think if we're going to be successful tomorrow, we have to score at least one goal within the first half. And then from that, try and get a second goal going into the second half. But, it can be done. And it's nothing. It's never to say never. I don't think that's the case. I do think we can do it. And listen, Chelsea always played the best when they're doubted. That's all I'm going to say. For me, it's the thing of, I don't expect us to go through, but I just want a performance. I just want us to play well. Do you know what I mean? And dominate the game and have a go.
There's two factors. There's two factors I'm thinking about here. Number one, Do we man mark Benzema? Do we put someone on him? That's number one. Number two, we have 5 substitutes, so we can play 2 different strategies. Do we play a holding strategy and try to catch them on the break, or do we play an assertive strategy and try to get the goals early and then change formation, change the lineup to become more holding? How would you approach this from the man marking
hard.
side and the strategy side?
I think it's really hard because when you look at the first leg, I think even though Benzema and Vinicius Benzema had these moments, but Vinicius especially had individual moments in the game which actually led to some of the goals and some of the problems we had. You could also look at the Real Madrid midfield, and to be honest, we got overrun. I think Ancelotti really worked us out quite well in getting around Kante and Jorginho, and we lost the battle in midfield massively, which did not really help our game whatsoever. And once we leave the midfield battle, it's very hard for us to control games. And I think tomorrow we have to control at least 3/4 of that game. I'm saying, so if you're going to do that, then potentially you could start with a 3. You could either ask Mason Mount to drop a little bit deeper and help the midfield sort of dominate and win the ball quickly, pressing, work hard. And if you're going to do that, I think you go for Kovacic, Kante and Mount. And you just ask them to just, when we haven't got the ball, work hard. Kai Havertz will come back deep to try and help when he can as well. Just win the ball back quickly. Do not let them to have time to have the rhythm. So you could start with the 3 in the middle and just play a Pulisic and Havertz up front, just running into the spaces once we've won it. Do you know what I mean? You could do that, or even Werner to a degree. But if you don't, then you play the 3-4-3, and then you can just try and push for the goal. Control the game if you can in the midfield. Ask Mason Mount to sort of do both jobs, where he drops deep and then sort of gets forward as well and supports Havertz and Pulisic. Try and get a goal or 2 or 3 if we can, and then if we get into a position where we feel like we're ahead, if we ever get to that position, then you can switch it to a 3 in midfield and throw Jorginho on, and he can just sit as the holding and just have Kovacic and Kante in front of him, and you can just dig out the game. So I think Tuchel has the options. I don't think there's one better way than the other, but I mean, to stop Benzema, I think you do have to pack the midfield out. I think, or you have to man mark him, or you have to double up on him. It's one of the things, isn't it?
Do you think Reece James will have a bigger impact tomorrow than he did in the first leg?
It's a weird one because people were talking about where to play Reece James, and some people were saying, could he play right centre back, and could we see like a Ruben Loftus-Cheek again, as a right wing back, as the sort of just to give us that offensive break, because he's quick and he done quite well against Southampton. Now, it's a weird one because I think Reece James will play, and I don't think he'll play as a right centre back because of Vinicius. I think he will play in the right wing back position, but Reece James will have to have a better game. I think in the first game he struggled to sort of support Christensen down that right, and that ultimately led to Vinicius having a lot of space down the wing and being able to match up against him. So I think Reece James having an 8 or 9 out of 10 game is important, and I think Christensen, even though I don't think he had the greatest of games, I think Christensen should play, mate, along with Thiago Silva and Rudiger to win that. Because the thing is, I think Alonso will play, and I'm not really expecting loads from Alonso down that wing. Don't get me wrong, he had a good game against Southampton, but I don't know, I just feel like Alonso does give us that balance because that's his position. But then in terms of the attacking impotence, I think you'll see that a lot of it will come down the right, and maybe Alonso will just come around the back post to try and support in the box when needed. So Reece James will just have to be on form.
Yeah. Guys, you've heard what Jim's thoughts are. Does anybody want to address them? Ask anything?
Yeah, I was going to say, in terms of Reece James, obviously we'll see when the lineups come up, but I thought it would be pretty interesting for him and Aspie to play as instead of Christensen. So depending on how the game is going, because I think both of those guys can switch. So one can easily, if Vinicius Junior is proving too hard to handle for Aspie, then you could have Reece come in there and then Aspie going to right wing back or vice versa. I think without Militao, I think it's going to be the first time that Kai is playing against 2 centre backs that he's both taller than, and I think that's probably going to be one of our best routes to go aerially, because Alaba is not really. I don't see him as a commanding defender in the air, and I don't see Nacho as either. So I think that cross from the right hand side, whether it's Aspi, the one he usually does for or he used to do for Morata all the time, where he comes from the inside of midfield and crosses it, or Reece from the right. I think that's going to be key to breaking them down. I think Alonso would definitely play because for similar reasons, because of the height, and he's probably one of our best finishers in the box. Even though he's the left wing back, if he does get a chance, I'd burn him to score more than most of our forwards, to be honest. I think you definitely have to play a 3 midfield. I don't see any other way, because they're gonna have a 4 in midfield, not even a 3. Because a lot of time Valverde, just like he did in the first game, is gonna drop in there. And if it's 4 against 2, I don't care whether you have Kante and Maradona, you're gonna get overrun. I think it's also very important that Mason Mount does the job on Casemiro, because people forget him when we're talking about the midfield, and he starts with a lot of their attacks, and a lot of their build-up play. And I thought he had an excellent game against us at the Bridge, and I thought that was one of the reasons why Mason even played there to really harass him and get the ball off him, so that they're unable to build up and beat our press. But to no avail. I thought he had an excellent game. So I think he's going to be key that we stop as well tomorrow.
Yeah, I think Alonso has to start, because it is really important for us to score. It's not. I know we need to defend properly. We don't need to concede earlier, but Alonso as a threat in the box or around the box is really important. Like, we need to take shots outside of that box. We need to at least put some pressure on them. If they mistake any loose ball around their box, we need to take our chance. We need to take a shot as fast as possible. So I think Alonso has to start, and hopefully Rudiger will cover for some of Alonso deficiency at the defense. So I think Tuchel also has to be on his top game. It's really important also tactically. Yeah. And when something is not going the way he planned it, he has to be able to impact the game at the right time, even if it is in the first half. If he let things go till the end of the first half, then it may be too late.
Your point on Alonso, and I know Jim spoke about Hakim Ziyech, but we need to have players who are able to score goals, because that is what we are looking to do tomorrow. Tomorrow, goals is a must. Ziyech, Alonso, Pulisic, Mount, Havertz. These are the guys who score our goals. They are the ones who can potentially create. And Alonso, free kick specialist. I mean, if we get a free kick, left footer Alonso, right footer Mason Mount, Ziyech from outside the box. I know in regards to you can't play Ziyech, Havertz, Mount, and Pulisic unless you're going to go with a back 4. So it's a little bit of a balancing act. I think we might see a hybrid formation tomorrow, a different one in attack than we have in defense. But Tuchel is going to have to come up with something special tomorrow.
Ziyech, right wing back.
Potentially.
No.
I'm saying if they're gonna play deep and you have all the possession and you're confident that Kante is gonna stay back this time. He's not gonna do all this running around like a mad person tomorrow, and he actually doubles with whoever the right centre back is to stop Vinicius. And you want that creativity, you want the crossing and all that. Then possibly, if you think you're gonna dominate the game and have the most of the possession, and they're gonna be playing on the counter.
You're asking Kante to be Superman, because what you're saying is you want him to. This is what people forget in the
press.
way that we play.
We want him to press, Jim.
No, but we
want
will.
him to press and cover.
Yeah, well, no. What I'm saying is, Kante always finds himself high up the pitch because he's asked to do that as an 8 to press. That's what they do. They push him further up the pitch. Yeah, but for him to then have to cover the right wing.
I don't want him to press.
It's going to be
I don't want him to press tomorrow, because if you have Ziyech and Ziyech is constantly high up there, which is what we're trying to do with Rich James and in the last game. Reece never came back at all. It was Christensen 1-on-1 with Vinicius all the time, which Tuchel said after that it was the wrong tactic used. He even said it himself in the press conference. But I'm saying that tactic can work, but only if you have your two sitters sitting. If you have one sitter sitting and Kante is trying to get up with the attack, and then Jorginho has four midfielders running at him. There's nothing he can do. So I thought the tactics in the first game was bizarre.
Yeah, but Real Madrid packed their midfield out. Kante's going to have enough job as it is helping whoever it is in midfield, shutting down these midfielders. Why are we then asking him to cover the right where Vinicius is going to be? And to be honest, you're going to need to double up on that. I just feel like with that right area, you can't have Ziyech there. I don't think you're going to need players that are going to work hard, not only going forward but getting back in position quickly. Because the one thing we can't do is concede a goal. We can't concede one goal tomorrow. Literally one goal. It has to be a masterclass defensive performance as much as it has to be an offensive performance. So us taking the risk and playing Ziyech off the right, I don't think is going to help us get in this game going. I mean, going forward probably, but defensively, if we get caught with Vinicius, you've seen how quick that boy is. He is electrifying quick. He's going. Whoever's playing, there's going to need some help with him. Especially if he's involved in the game and we're giving him that space to run into, which he will do because Ziyech won't be there. And I just feel like a Reece James there would be a better shot, and that's why I say three at the back with Reece James on the right would be better to start with, and then maybe Ziyech later on if we push him for one more goal. Say if we're in it and we're nearly there, we just need one more goal. Saying then switch the system, go for it. We've got nothing to lose, but we can't be doing that so early.
I agree.
No, I think I agree. Ziyech for me has to start, but as a winger, as a right winger. The back line from Ziyech's side, for me, it will be Ziyech. Just behind Ziyech, we have James, and just behind James, we can have either Christensen or the Chaluba. So that's how I see that side of the 3-4-3. On the other side, Alonso has to start. There has to be there, and then we have Mount come in the middle, and we have Ziyech and Havertz playing front. That's how I see. Oh, sorry, I'm already talking about the lineup. Anyways, that's how I see those positions.
When was Ziyech played in the free last time?
Sorry?
When was the last time Ziyech was played in the free? Because I only remember seeing him play in a 4. That's why I'm saying I don't think Tuchel likes playing him in a 3. This thing of
he doesn't. Yeah. Unless he brings him on, as a sub.
Yeah.
When he starts him, he normally starts him in a back 4.
Yeah.
So yeah, we'll have to wait and see. I'm gonna go to the second segment. I'm gonna go with Podfather first. Max, can you do me a favor? Max Burton, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Max, can you bring up the formation for Podfather and then follow it through? I got to go for 10 minutes and I'll be right back. So can you take over?
Is it in the private chat? Where is it?
It's in the group chat on Twitter. Or do you want me to post it in the private chat?
Yeah, so I can bring it up.
You know what? I'll bring it up and then hold on.
Oh, let me find it. See what happens.
No, I'll find it. I'm just going to bring it up now. I'll share the screen in a couple of seconds. All right, is it up? Yeah, it's up. All right, Pod, run through the formation, and then let the chat vote for it, and I'll be back in about 10, just under 10 minutes, 10 minutes. All right?
No problem.
All right, I'll be right back.
Yeah, so basically I've gone with 3-4-1-2. I think it's like I said, it's very important that Mason, I would say, plays centrally, because I think we need to get a hold of Casemiro. Like I said, he does a lot of the build-ups and bringing the ball forward from the defense. I've gone with Aspilicueta. I don't know if this came out properly. Was this the wrong formation actually? But I went with Aspilicueta as the right centre back and Reece James as the right wing back. It was a shame that obviously Chalobah has not been in the best of forms lately, because I think he's probably the only one who has the physicality and the pace, to do more of a one-on-one or with a half job on Vinicius. But I think Aspilicueta, with his experience and his one-on-one defending, will just have to do basically, because I think he's the only one that has the experience to not necessarily try and match him for pace and run him, but just to get tight, maybe foul him a bit, use some old school tactics to stop him. And I think the rest of the team speaks for itself really. Alonso on the left, because I think a lot of height is going to be needed tomorrow. Like I said, that their centre backs are quite short. And this is the first. I think the whole team in general is quite short. Their fullbacks are quite short. Their midfielders are short. Probably only Benzema and Casemiro have any real height in that team. So I think corners, free kicks, also as a set plays, I think that's going to be key. I think it's little details like that that's going to be key to us exploiting them. So yeah, that's the formation I've gone with.
Serious, so that's your presentation. You're not selling it, no? Well,
Cheers.
that's okay. What, has everyone got to vote now, or what? Everyone's voting in the chat out of 10. Yeah, I mean the presentation. Take into consideration that presentation, because that was poor.
Lobbying for votes, Ellie, are we?
Yeah, votes out of 10. What we saying, chat? What we saying? Out of 10, what we rating Podfather's team? I mean, he only explained Aspilicueta and Alonso. So what we saying?
No, I explained Mason as well. Don't forget, Mason is there to harass and press Casemiro. And
okay, so we've got one from Boogeyman 2.5, Courtney 6.87. Okay. It's my birthday today. Happy birthday, Elias. Happy birthday, mate. Have a good one.
Oh, is that your birthday today?
Yeah, Elias's birthday. Yeah, happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Sam,
yo, guys, keep voting.
Yep,
The truth
Jeff,
is,
7.
a team with Pulisic and Aspi is not gonna do us any good tomorrow. So I just don't want to see those two in it at all.
What else we got? Who we got? Have we got the morning? Okay. Get the votes in. Come on, more votes, guys. Come on, let's get the votes in.
So guys, is Reece James out?
I don't think so.
No.
He's not?
No, he's not.
No, he's not. No.
Okay, that's good.
So yeah. So
I was trying to get up Nick Blue's team, but my internet's playing up.
So the chat, the general consensus of Podfather's votes were 6.87. So they're around the, yeah, so we say 6.5. His presentation was poor. That was a terrible presentation.
I'm back.
Oh, Mo. Podfather got 6.5. He got 6.5. I mean,
listen, guys, if anyone has been influencing your votes, then that's not fair.
No. Mo, you should have seen the presentation. It was poor. He only explained Aspilicueta and Alonso. That was it.
All right, let me have a look at his lineup. So what did he have? He had Mendy in goal, Thiago Silva, Rudiger, Christensen. Why isn't James on the pitch?
Because he's exactly.
Pod, why isn't James playing?
He's not here.
Where's he gone?
He's disappeared. He left.
He disappeared?
No, basically, he explained it by just saying, I'll Aspilicueta and Alonso, then disappeared. They ran away. Yeah.
He's had 2 votes. Sam Ballard gave him a 5. Jeff gave him a 7. Does Eric Blue have a dog in the fight? Eric Blue doesn't have a dog in the fight, so we'll take
Courtney says 6.87.
So 7.
Yeah, Courtney is pretty.
Courtney
exact.
6.87.
That's crazy.
You've got to take into consideration the presentation.
Faldiaso's vote doesn't count because he's got a dog in the fight. We're going to give 6.5.
Yeah.
6.5. 6.5 Podfather. Unfortunately.
What kind of averaging is that?
I actually heard this presentation because I had my headset on when I was doing other thing. And I was thinking, come on, Pod, you can do better than that. But it is what it is. It is what it is. Where's Jem? Jem is gone as well. All right. Let's look at the next lineup. Next lineup is yours, Chris. Because
no, this is how you do a presentation, ladies and gentlemen. Right. Stay tuned.
Right. Next lineup is Chris's. Yeah, I like this one.
Jeez.
Who's that?
Chris's lineup.
Yep. Come on.
Right. The Iron Brew 11. Here we go. All right. So Chris has Mendy in goal, Chalobah, Silva, and Rudiger in the back three. 3-4-3 formation. He's got Reece James on the right, Alonso on the left. Kante cover in the heart of midfield. Mason Mount, Ziyech flanking the king himself, Havertz. All right, let me hear it.
Now, ladies and gentlemen and ladies, this is the Iron Brew 11. Now, this is a presentation. What a team. Edouard Mendy. Now, of course, he made the big mistake to give Benzema his hat-trick in the first leg, but let's not get it mistaken. He's still our best keeper, and he needs to start for this second leg. Chalobah, he needs to start as well. For, in my opinion, Christensen, I've seen enough of Christensen. His head is already in Barcelona. He's already on the beach, sipping pina coladas. Christensen's not there anymore. Chalobah needs to be playing, in my opinion, even though it's going to be a big night, big experience. It's going to falter him, but I think he can do a job better than Christensen. Thiago Silva, fantastic player, needs to be there, and Rudiger, I keep saying it, needs to be there as well. Reece James, I mean, I don't know the guy before me, he was putting Azpilicueta. If Reece James is fit and available, you need to pick Reece James, one of the best.
Just to clarify, Azpilicueta just recovered from COVID.
Yes, and Reece James is one of the best right wing backs in football, so he needs to start against Real Madrid if we've got an opportunity to go through to the semi-finals. Kante didn't have the best of the game last week, but I think with his partner in midfield and Kovacic, who will be putting direct passes forward for the front three, I think this is the midfield two that can get us through to the Champions League semi-finals, possibly. Into Kovacic, as I say, direct passes to the front three, very direct, will put pressure on Real Madrid, and if you put Real Madrid under pressure, they will fold. That is a guarantee. And Marcos Alonso, left wing back, going forward, great. Defensively, kind of a liability, but surely Rudiger on that position will kind of make up for the defensive side of that. In the front three, Ziyech on the right, for me, has to start. For me, I just think he's one of the most consistent attackers in the last few months. And if he's got a goal or two on him from long range, and he can also create as well. So he needs to be starting for me in that position. Mason Mount on the left, he's got a haircut. He seems to be doing better. He's no longer Prince Charming. He looks like, I don't know, he looks like a new kid on the block with his new haircut. But on the left, Mason Mount, let's see what he can do. Hopefully he can keep up his form from Southampton. And Kai Havertz, probably our best attacker in that position. I mean, he's been scoring goals for fun. So, yeah, that's that. That's my Iron Brew 11. This should win it. Let's beat Real Madrid tomorrow.
I will say this. Hakim Ziyech has got a new skin fade. Mason Mount has got a buzz cut. Both of them man them are looking fresh. Both of them man them are known for their goals from outside the box. Havertz in the middle. You can't go wrong. I'm seeing a few nines. Actually, hold on. No, we're voting now. We're starting to vote.
No. Take it from there.
There's a couple of sixes. Yeah, there's 1, 6, 2, 3, 4, 5 nines. Another 6, another 9.
Thank you.
All right, so a 7.5, a 9.5, a 9.
Great presentation. Thank you.
I'm gonna go with. Boogeyman, you can't vote. You've got a lineup in the thing, so you can't vote. 5 for lineup, 7 for presentation, so that's a 6. All right, I'm gonna give you an 8.7.
What?
Come on, you've got 8s, you've got 5s, you've got 6s, and you've got a few
the
9s.
majority were 9s.
Yeah, so that's why it's 8.7.
I have a question. Courtney, isn't it Chris that is pretending to be someone else, giving point to himself or something?
No. Courtney is the is our brother from Canada.
Isn't she?
Jamaican brother from Canada.
Okay.
And there's your answer now. All right, so Chris, you're on 8.75. How's that? 8.75.
8.8.
8.8. I don't know, man. All right, we'll give you 8.8.
Thank you.
8.8. All right. Let's look at the next one. I think the next one is going to be Nick Blue. Nick Blue. Where is Nick Blue's line up? There we go. I'm actually feeling this one.
Oh, sure, come on.
No, seriously, no joke. This is a good lineup. It's a good lineup. Nick Blue, you got a good lineup. Actually, hold on. I've seen this lineup already. Nick, you've copied someone, haven't you?
No, don't be silly. That's my lineup.
Seriously, you haven't copied someone?
No, of course I don't copy anyone. What's all these business? God, I would have thought better.
I think I saw some YouTuber post this lineup earlier
No
today.
one posted. I didn't see no. But this is my team, which I said. If let me tell you first of all, because you.
Let's hear it.
No. Yeah, because I predicted this team in the morning with Coachella on his channel. From that morning, I stuck to this team. Yeah. Anyway, let me start. Yeah, Mendy, of course, has to go in goal. And Rudiger, unreplaceable. Silva the same. Are two great backs. And I've gone with Christensen. I was in two doubts. Because Haspi is in the squad and he's fit to go. So I was thinking really hard about this. And I decided Christensen because we need his height. We need him to get the ball out of that area when the crosses come in. Christensen has more chance with Rudiger and Silva to control that defense. All right, I know his mind's on Barcelona, but if he wants Barcelona to pay the silly money, he has to perform tomorrow. So I'm trusting him to show us the early season Christensen when he was on fire. And and Alonso is 100%. He has to be on the left wing. We don't have any better player than Alonso right now. So for me, he's guaranteed. And same with Reece James on his natural position, right wing back, where he played so good early on in the season before that injury. And in the middle, I've gone with Kante and Kovacic because Jorginho didn't do much against in the first leg. He wasn't really at it, and he's not strong enough for this sort of game. Maybe he can come on, later if we need to control the game. If we're winning, yes, but we have to start Kova and Kante, and I think Kante will be on it. I hope they're all on it tomorrow. And Kante can help the defense. I don't want to see him going flying forward like he's been doing lately. He thought he's Maradona or something. But he has to stay more back in the midfield than forward. Let Kova drive with the ball. He knows how to drive. And I put Mason Mount just in front of the top two because we need Mount to be there near the midfield, so we have more control of this game. He done a great job at Southampton, in this similar position. So that's why I put Mount there. And I've gone with, it could have been either for me, because when I saw Ziyech against the Real Madrid in the first leg, that's the reason I didn't put it. I put him on the bench. And I put Pulisic for the only reason, because I think Tuchel's going to play him because he rested him. He didn't play at Southampton. So I put Pulisic and Havertz, hopefully, to do the business. Yeah.
All right, you're done.
Yeah. But,
You have Kante and
I
Kovacic.
haven't been done because you said I nicked it from YouTube. That's really bad coming from you.
I haven't finished it. You've got Kante and Kovacic in the wrong places.
You're another Chris, Mo.
Kovacic should be on the right and Kante should be on the left.
Yeah, I know that. Yeah, I just put both of them there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm listen. I'm the host, so I can.
I know. Yeah, but you can't lie about it.
I can take the piss.
I don't care who you are. If you lie about me,
I can take the piss. I can take the piss.
No, you can't.
I can.
Oh, attitude, that goes against him. Attitude goes against him, surely.
Listen.
You're the one who's saying
Nick, look. To be honest, this lineup is fantastic. And I did see someone post it earlier. Okay, I did see someone post the exact same lineup earlier.
That was me, Mo. I posted it on Twitter earlier.
No. It was in the video.
Someone else might. Yeah, I posted it earlier, and I told you from the morning I had this lineup.
Okay.
So I don't know.
Yeah.
Well,
listen. If you are unhappy at my comment to say that you've copied this from someone else, then I do apologize and please forgive me. It won't happen again. Do you forgive me? Do you forgive me, Nick?
I will see when the votes come in because it's a damage.
Guys, I want you to vote for Nick's lineup, keeping in mind that he has not accepted my apology, and he has accused me of being rude. So I want to see your voting now. 5. Sorry. I'm not influencing to give him a 5. I'm just saying 0 is poor and 10 is good.
I accept your apology.
You accept my apology now, do you?
I accept the apology, yes, because I did a copy. I don't copy no one's lineup. God.
Yeah. Listen, guys. If you want to give him a 5, it's okay. If you want to give him more, then it's up to you. But it is what it is. All right, let's get the voting in. Let's get the voting in for Nick Blue's lineup. We got a 5.9 from Eric. You got a 3 from Sugar. You got Pink Mist is giving you 10 for standing your ground. 10 for standing your ground. Big up. 6.5 from the Governor. Big up. 8 from the Kingslayer. Samuel OG giving you a 7. DJ's giving you a 7. Javi giving you a 6. Jay giving you an 8. Courtney giving you a 9. All right, I'm gonna average it out to like 4.5. What do you guys think? Is it about right? Yeah.
That's a good mathematics, man. That's a good mathematics.
No. I'm gonna give Nick and he's got an 8.5 and 8.5. I'm gonna give Nick a 7.9. 7.9. How's that sound? That's fair, right?
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. Yeah.
That's fair.
That's not fair. My team is better than Chris and Chalaba won't be playing.
Oh, get over it. Get over yourself. You lost. You lost.
You haven't got a clue about it.
Dry your eyes. Dry your eyes.
7.9.
This is
I love the banter. I love the banter.
Oh, you used to try that.
Next lineup. Who is it? It's going to be Max Burton. Max, you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Max. All right.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, it's actually quite interesting. Max Burton's lineup is quite interesting, and to come on the back of Nick's lineup, it's even more interesting. All right, I'm gonna show you Max Burton's lineup. Max has actually gone for a back 5, but again, back 5 in defense, back 3 in attack. So it'll be a 3-4, actually a 3-5-2, or a 5-3-2, or 5-2-1-3-1-2. All right. Max Burton has the same players chosen by Nick in a slight variation. Actually, no, Nick didn't have Aspie, did he?
Different.
He had Chalaba.
Yeah, Nick didn't have Werner either.
No, I didn't have Werner.
Pulisic.
I didn't have Chalaba.
Pulisic was here for
I had
Nick.
Christensen
So Max
at the back.
Yeah.
I had
Christensen and Pulisic. Correct.
Pulisic up
Christensen
front.
and
Yeah.
Pulisic. Yeah.
Yeah.
But Max Burton has got Kovacic on his right side, and Kante on his right side as well. So that is a bonus. Max Burton, give me why you've chosen this lineup. Let me hear it.
Yeah, just stick your tens in from now, guys. Right. Mendy has to start. Okay, he made a mistake. So tomorrow. Mendy is going to be our saviour. He's going to be like the Mendy. He saved us a couple of years last season under with Real Madrid. Benzema not going to have a lick in tomorrow. Okay, Alonso gives us that natural width, which we were lacking when we had Azpilicueta over that side last week. So, and he likes to go forward as well, and it's quite important because Valverde was able to drop into that midfield area. So if Alonso can give us that natural width and play further up the pitch, then Valverde will have to do some more defensive duties tracking back. Obviously, Rudiger speaks for himself. Silva speaks for himself. I've put in Azpilicueta because of his experience in that. Because we need this is also calls for old heads, been there, done it, and he's a warrior. Okay, he may not have the pay to have, but I'm hoping that James will help out because Thomas Tuchel did say the gap which was left for Vinicius. I don't think he's going to do it this time.
Max, your audio is all over the place, mate. Your audio is all over the place. I can barely hear you. Barely make out what you're saying. Can you hear us, Max?
Is this better?
No,
it's breaking up.
You know
It's
what?
breaking up.
You know what? This laptop is. But we'll go to someone else. I'll log on with my laptop, and then you can come back to me. Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna run through. I'm gonna run through your formation. Collect your votes, and then when you're back, I'll tell you the outcome. Because audio is crazy. Lads, it's clear what Max is doing here. He's playing a formation that is strong in defense and that can morph into a 5-man midfield in attack. I disagree with his selection of Timo Werner. Pulisic is a better option there, but I know why he's gone for him because of the performance against Southampton. Azpilicueta with Reece James on the right, experience, pace, youth. So there's a lot of good things going for this formation. 10 being excellent, 1 being poor. Let me see your votes in, please.
You do not have to think too far. Even the connection, think Max selection are not good. So you just give your note based on the connection, man.
If you think his internet connection should disqualify some points, let's see it. Bear in mind that Boogeyman's formation is coming after this. So this is why he's trying to minimize the damage already.
No, I agree. The connection has to play a factor. It disrupted his presentation.
But it's not been a factor. Look at all these 9s and 9.5s.
Presentation.
I mean,
is the connection better now?
It's perfect now. It's perfect now. Yeah.
Too late.
I'm using the blue.
Continue.
It's not too late.
Was
Oh, come on! It's too late. You can't do the presentation now.
Actually,
hey, stop
haters. The audio is gone.
Too late, Max. Too late, mate.
Can you hear me?
Max, look, before you came back, you were getting 9s. Now that you're back, you're getting 5s and 7s.
Nah, you snooze, you lose, mate.
I mean, people already voted. You can't do the presentation.
No. Let them finish. Let them finish.
No, hold on. No, we're counting votes. How? I mean, even in any campaign, once the votes are casted, all promotional material needs to be seized.
No. I didn't have a chance to defend. I got sabotaged. I think it was definitely Boogeyman sabotaged me because he knew my presentation was going so well that he can't.
Max, Max, right now you're doing good. I mean, you've got a lot of 9s.
Yeah.
I mean, if you
can I explain my Werner? Can I explain my Werner, please, as well?
All right, hold on. People in the chat, yeah. Should I give Max a chance to explain his formation further or not?
Yeah.
Yes or no? In the chat,
I
let me
just want to
see. Yes or
explain
no?
the Werner one.
I don't care what you want to do. I want to know the people in the chat what they want is what we're going to give them. So people in the chat, should I give Max a chance to explain it or not? Yes or no? Yes, I will. No, I won't. Okay, Courtney is saying
Big up,
yes.
Courtney. Big up, my man. My
Let me see.
mean Jamaican brother.
But Max was you snooze you wasn't.
Boogeyman, your vote doesn't count. Boogeyman's vote
Everyone's
doesn't count.
saying
Okay.
yes.
The
All
thing
right,
is, more Max is
Haas saying
talking, less
yes.
is getting good
Spoken.
points.
Javi's saying yes. All right,
The public have spoken. Okay.
Go on,
good.
go on. Take it
So
on.
the reason what I'm going to do before the match against Real Madrid tomorrow, we're going to hire a hypnosis. Okay, especially for Timo Werner, and we're going to be saying, right, this is it. We are playing Southampton, Werner. We're playing Southampton. We're playing Southampton. Okay, and he's going to score at least 2 goals. There you go. Yeah, but joking aside, I think his pace is going to be vital for us tomorrow. And again, I'm talking about Valverde because Valverde, if he's got Alonso and Werner on that side, he's not going to be able to come in to form the extra midfielder. And I think that's the important. It's a pity Lukaku wasn't there tomorrow.
Connections again.
I listen. Your audio, Max. Your audio. I don't know. Guys, look, if you're enjoying listening to broken audio, then boy, listen. All right, Max's presentation. He had 2 bites at the cherry. Both times his audio fumbled it, and I tried to save him. He wasn't listening. So it's up to you guys. Let me see your voting again.
Yeah, you have to give him drop
all the votes before have not been. They've all gone now. Let's start voting again. 0.005.
He's like Terminator, man.
Let me see your votes, guys. Vote for Max Bert's formation and lineup. Let me see.
I had to deduct the points for that. Yeah.
I saw the 9s already. Come on.
They're gone. They're gone. We're starting again.
We're
starting again.
Yeah, who is that?
7.
Missed. Yeah. I
You
think
know what this is? This is like a Liverpool VAR decision, man.
Oh, come on.
Mr. C has spoken. Mr. C has spoken.
If I've
So are
seen
your
Frank
connections.
I've seen it now.
Who are these people? Listen,
9s.
they're giving it. Yeah, listen.
Yeah. Sympathetic, innit? They're being sympathetic to the whole situation.
The thing is, Mark, they listen to you, so whatever you say, that's the problem.
I didn't see nothing.
There's a 10 there. You guys are missing this 10. Come on.
Yeah.
110, 110. Relax, 110.
Who is FZ? I'm sure FZ is Boogeyman in this. I'm sure it's Boogeyman. FZ.
I have to say there's a lot of 9s.
I had
a
more
10.
9s.
Yeah, but he's got a 10.
No,
He's got a 9.5.
Yes, I did.
Wow.
He did not.
Yeah, Max win this one.
No. Max,
I had more 9s.
No.
I got
Listen,
9.9.
listen. Hold on. Listen. Iman, you can't vote more than once, yeah? I mean, you're voting like 3 times already.
No, but he's got to take the highest one, 9.9. We'll go for that.
He's cheating. Disqualify his vote.
Okay, now I'm looking.
Yeah, big up DJ. 10.
Yeah, get my name right.
Loving it.
I listen. I gotta say. Max has beaten you, Chris.
Well, what by 2? What? Because you've got what 9? I've got 8.8.
Hey, mate, you have to drink some more.
Mate, I can't even hear you, Max. Your internet's sorted.
I'm gonna say this. Max, you're averaging a
9.
Yeah, you got 1.7, 9.5, and all the rest are 9s and a 10.
So you got 9.
I got 2 10s. Give you one DJ, and I got another one.
Where's DJ?
Stop stealing a 10.
Where's DJ?
Javi Toma also gave us.
Never seen that.
That was before. No, it's down here. There's no 10 down. Oh, there is. Oh, I see it. Yeah, I see. All right. I'll give you a 9.3, Max.
You know what,
Max? You're 9.3. Max is 9.3. Boogeyman, look. Boogeyman. At the moment, you've got 1 point. The Cleared has got 1 point. Max has got 9.3. So if you don't get more than 9.3, then Max is also going to be joining the list.
Yeah,
If
that
you,
hurt
if
my
you win
feeling that
this,
Max is winning. That's the only thing I don't know if I'm going to be able to sleep tonight. Let's go, man.
yeah, if you win this, Boogeyman, if you win this, do you know what I'm going to do?
What?
If you win this, I'm going to give you a point, and I'm also going to give Chris a point.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
I'll tell them why later.
No, exactly. Justice. Justice.
No.
Hey, listen, I've got another 10 from Julius. Can you
Who
stick that
cares?
on
The,
there as well?
the voting's finished.
Yo, Julius, what are you doing,
Yeah,
man?
Julius, you're late. Actually, no. Julius is watching the stream now, so that 10 is probably for Chris because
No,
he's like
he
delayed,
said-
isn't it? He's
Yes,
lagging.
Boogie, yes, Julius.
He said, I'll give 10 to Max. I didn't see Chris there, unless he can't spell.
He mistyped. He
Yeah,
mistyped.
yeah. He said Max. He said Max. Big up, Julius. All right.
Yeah, I feel like
Boogeyman
Chelsea under
wins-
Anthony Taylor at the moment.
Max, if Boogeyman wins, I give him a point and I give Chris a point, and I'll tell the people in the chat why after. If I say it now, it might influence the votes. So I'm not going to say it now. Until afterwards, we will say why. If Boogeyman was to
Just
win.
copy my presentation, Boogie. Just copy my presentation. Just do that. Hit it out of the park, mate.
Over to you, Boogeyman. Yo, listen,
Aye.
my connection is good. So if Max get 9 point something, you already know. I need to get my 10s.
Yes,
yeah?
yes.
Mo Taylor. No, Max, take it easy, brother.
That's Max trying to destroy my connection.
Sabotage the connection. All right. Boogeyman is going with a 3-4-3 formation. Chalobah, Silva, Rudiger in defense, Mendy in goal. Aspi is not here. Alonso and James as the wing backs. Kante cover in the heart of midfield. The Wizard and Mason Mount flanking the king himself, Havertz. All right, take it away.
Great team. Great team.
Yo, guys, it's me, Boogeyman, right? So you can start thinking about the 10s. My connection is perfect. Can you hear me, guys, in the chat? So let's do this. Mendy has to start. Problem is, as much as I'm so frustrated with Mendy, we don't have other options. So hopefully he gave us the performance he gave us last season during the Champions League run. So he has to be there. I put Chalobah in it because I think Chalobah is more physical and he has that speed running toward our defense. He can catch up any attackers. It's like a Zuma back last season when every time there is a runner against us, Zuma is fast enough to recover. And I don't think Christensen has that in him. That's the reason why Benzema did what he did last time against us. So I think Chalobah has that speed, the energy to recover for any mistakes from the midfield or any mistake from our back line. So he has to be the Chalobah. Christensen head is not even in Chelsea anymore. He is somewhere in Barcelona. So for me, any selection that put Christensen in that lineup is just due to failing directly. So Chalobah has to start. Thiago has to start, and we all know Rudiger, the man himself, has to be there. Alonso has to start because I think with Kovacic close to Alonso tends to have more free will to move forward. And the run Alonso make in the box, we will need it tomorrow. And the fact that we have James on one side, we will keep the field completely wide open. We will keep the midfield really expand. James crosses. If it doesn't hit Havertz, we need someone behind Havertz that run into it. And Alonso has to be in the lineup tomorrow. Kovacic work rate around Alonso will cover for many of Alonso miscontrol and any with Alonso's small issues. With the presence of Rudiger also, I think Alonso is covered completely defensively and he can just go at them, taking shot from that position. James shoot from his position, Alonso shoot from his position. we need to take our chances from outside the box. And Alonso and James are the only two in that team that does that. So they both have to be on the field so we can burn shot on Thibaut Courtois from outside. Mount and Ziyech will have to come in the midfield once in a while to put pressure on Modric and the Brazilian. Those two, and Havertz always has to stay on as our spear and stay on the top. He can make his run coming back deep and do all these things, but he has to spend most of his time in the front of our line of our tackle. So Ziyech, most of the time Ziyech tend to cross to cut in, and we need James to be there waiting for Ziyech. When Ziyech cut in past the ball, James has to be available to take a shot and shoot directly. So for me, Ziyech has to be there. And let's say if for any reason the cross are not coming, we have from James, we have Ziyech that can cross in for Alonso and Havertz. So for tomorrow, we need to go full in attack. We need to give that energy, and hopefully Kante will be smart enough not to adventure forward, to stay and just nullify any danger from the cross and the Modrics. So James, Alonso, Mount, and Ziyech behind Havertz, I think that is the way to go for me.
All right, Boogie, I'm gonna have to say something here. Your selection of Chalobah is interesting. I don't agree with the comments. I don't think he is a liability, or he doesn't have the experience to perform. I think he is a professional football player. He can do the job. He does have a mistake in him, and I think we have better options. If we didn't have Christensen, if we didn't have Azpilicueta, then yeah, Chalobah would be fine for this game. But I think the fact that we have Azpilicueta, and we don't know if he had COVID. He had the virus, but he may have not. He may have been what's the word? Asymptomatic. So he may not have been ill with the virus. So I'm not so sure that Chalobah is the right decision here. I think Ziyech on the right hand side will definitely be providing a good attacking outlet, but I think he needs to have a more steady defense behind him. I think Christensen or Azpilicueta in that position might be better, but that's just me. People, he has to beat 9.3. So let me see your votes. 1 being poor, 10 being excellent. Enter your votes now. First one is
9 bid poor, man. 9 bid poor.
9.5. Pink Mist 7.
The Pink Mist is Max in disguise, by the way.
No. Pink Mist is a legit account. It's a legit account.
Boogeyman, how can you put Chalobah
haters
in this team when he hasn't played for 4 or 5 weeks? How can he start this game? You tell me.
Oh,
yeah,
you lost then.
Like the question is, how do you start Christensen against Real Madrid when he played?
Because he's the only one we have for the aerial ability.
I don't understand it. I don't understand that logic at all.
No,
we saw what
you got to
Christensen
figure
can give
Tuchel what he does, because he ain't going to have Chalobah, I'm telling you.
Okay, well,
hey,
you can see into the future.
Listen. Just so you know, there's no prize money for the winner. So relax. Chill out.
Yeah,
Julius is a hater. Julius is a hater.
No, I'm not a hater. You, all of you are the haters.
Oh,
you
lost.
No,
he didn't say you're a hater. He didn't say you're a hater.
Except Max. Only trust Max. No
Julius gave him a 0. That's why I say Julius is a hater.
Yo, someone banned Julius. Hey, Eric, are you still? Do you still have the power to ban someone?
I'm gonna give Boogie a generous 7.5.
Yo, come on, yeah. You have 10.95. You have to give me at least 9.9, man.
You got a 0, man. You got a 0.
Yo, someone banned Julius. Julius, man. Any Blue, you don't have that power anymore. You give me.
No,
time out.
I can't ban Julius because Julius is a mod.
I can see mainly 7s on there, actually.
Yeah, so no, there's a couple of 10s, there's a couple of 8s.
I think Julius destroyed your.
There's a 9.
A 10.95 is a spoiled vote, isn't it? Because obviously that's his brother, isn't it?
7.7.
Yeah, that's not bad. That's not bad. Yo, couldn't he say Boogeyman have been repeating himself?
Now, people in the chat, just so you know, and this was totally by coincidence, but Chris and Boogeyman had the exact same lineup.
Yeah, man.
You gave Boogeyman 7.7, and you gave Chris 8.3. Was it?
No, 8.8. Get it right.
But he had a better presentation. Boogeyman was repeating himself, but Chris, it was all about the delivery. Chris had a better delivery, so there you go. You got an extra point in the bit.
Congratulations,
congratulations.
Can I add something though? Did you not notice that when Max is doing his presentation, his connection was not good? Now, when it comes to making fun of others, his connection seems to be good.
True, good point. That's a good point. That's a good point.
No, but I sabotaged. Obviously, Boogeyman, you were sabotaging my connection because you knew that I was such a good presentation, such a good team, and you just wanted to do it all in your power to stop me from winning.
This is a comment from Charles Zilo. I see your point. I think you guys are wrong about Christensen's deal tomorrow. This could be the El Clasico audition. Yeah, it could be. It could be.
However, someone who understands football.
However,
big up to you.
Football.
Big up to you.
Barcelona are playing in the Europa League, while Real Madrid and Chelsea are playing in the Champions League quarter-final. So Christensen is taking a step down. He's going to a lower tier team. By all accounts, but no, your comment is spot on. This could be an audition for Christensen if he is given the chance to play. Thank you for the super chat, much appreciated. Look, people, believe it or not, I'm actually going to show you. Let me bring it up. How do I do this? Take this away. And then click on this. Actually, hold on a second. Before I do that, I just want to make sure there's nothing on that screen. Yeah, no, I can't show you that screen. Guys, we are literally 15 away from 10K. 15 away from 10K. That's 15, not 50. 15 subscribers away from 10K. If you're watching this stream right now and you're not a subscriber, you can literally push me over the 10,000 subscriber milestone by clicking on that subscribe button. Literally 15 away. This channel has been active for 2 years and 3 months. All right, so that's 27 months we've been active, and we're about to hit 10,000 subscribers. So if you haven't subscribed already, and I know other people in the chat, you're all subscribers because you can't chat unless you're a subscriber. So I'm talking to the people who are not in the chat, who are not chatting, who are just watching. You guys can do this for me. You guys can push me over the 10,000 subscriber milestone. And to do that before the match tomorrow would be amazing. Dexter, thank you for your kind words.
Subscribe people. Once is open again.
Hey, listen. I've got a special guest. I have got the most. What's the word here? I have got the most generous of in the chat. The person who has given the best marks by a mile in the chat is about to jump on. Big up to Julius. Yo.
Yay.
How are ya? How are you, Julius?
I'm not talking, man.
How are you guys?
We're good.
good, mate.
Yeah,
Good.
fantastic, fantastic.
How you doing?
Good. Just finished work.
How's your fasting going, man? It's killing me. It's killing me. How you doing?
Yeah, it's not bad. When I'm working, it passed by real quick, but then it's annoying a little bit by end of the day.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I mean, for me, it's hard to stream while I'm fasting. That's why I'm making my streams later, so I have something to eat, and then come on here a little bit more energized. Because when I'm fasting, I'll be sitting here, I'll be like, "Hello, everybody, welcome to the Blue Lounge. Today we're gonna be yeah, no, it's good to have you on, man. It's good to have you on. So, what do you really think of Boogeyman's lineup? Really?
I think it was great.
Zero.
To be honest, I was just bantering him.
I kind of know that.
Yeah, no, I think it was good. I wasn't. You know what? I have maybe an unpopular opinion. If I remember correct, he had Kovacic and Kante together, right?
Yes.
Yeah. I don't know if they've been good together before. I always felt when they play together, we lack a lot of creativity and stuff going forward.
I'm
Maybe
gonna say something, and this is gonna be controversial because no one has done this. I've seen the lineups that the lads here have posted. I've seen the lineups that other YouTubers have posted. No one has put in Jorginho and Kovacic together, even though I think as a pairing together it would be a very good combination. Because I think it gives us more balance than Kovacic, Kante, especially with Kante's current form. Prime Kante on form, Kante and Kovacic, you can't go wrong. But Kante hasn't been performing, and I think him and Jorginho and Kovacic might be a better balance. Just thought
I
I'd
mean,
throw that out there.
the thing with Kante is that he doesn't stay out of form for too long. So
Yep.
I wouldn't be surprised if he turns up in this next game. So I would always play Kante if I can. But the whole thing with Jorginho and Kovacic, for me personally, is just not ideal. I think the best combination I've seen so far is Jorginho and Kante. But I'm just not content with the other ones. Yeah.
We need to move the ball a lot quicker. My only concern about Kante is what you two are going through with the fasting. Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's my only issue.
The thing is,
is he going to be lacking energy?
Connection again. It's connection, man.
Yeah. Firstly, Courtney, much love, much respect. Thank you very much. It's an honor for us to get comments like this from people like you. So big up to you and thank you for the kind words. In respect to fasting, they would have had an hour to break their fast before kickoff tomorrow. I think they break their fast close to 7 p.m. in Spain. So they would have had enough time to drink water, take on liquid, get some food in their system before kickoff. So Kante, Ziyech, and Rudiger would be okay.
It looks like Julius is about to do a Chelsea press conference with his Chelsea gear on there, Julius. You're going to do a Chelsea press conference, mate, yeah?
Yeah, I love this kit so much.
Yeah, it's good. Yeah. I thought you were just going to go do some press conference, asking some questions about the Champions League game tomorrow.
Well, feel free to ask.
So, Julius, in regards to Lukaku, is it time to ship him off, mate? It's game over for him, I think.
Don't ask Julius that question. Listen. Julius would have answered you that. Would have answered that before we actually paid the money. He'd have said to you, "No, thank you."
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Someone said.
Actually, hold on. I'm going to show you something. I'm going to show you what Julius said on this channel. All right, before we actually bought Lukaku. How's that? Let me show it to you.
Let's see it. Yeah, let's hear it.
Yeah. I'm going to show you what Julius said on this channel. I need to find a video. Just give me 2 seconds. Your channel videos. Where is it? I'm trying to find it. No, because yeah, I found it. It's actually a really good clip. A really good clip. There we go.
Someone said Kante apparently always fast during Ramadan. Don't think it is because of his deep of form, because his body is still recovering from Sarri's era. People are crazy, man.
All right, guys, this is a clip. Julius, take it away. That we recorded. Julius, take it away, mate. A while back.
So I haven't talked with you about the recent rumors, Mo, regarding Lukaku, and in my opinion, it's absolutely ridiculous. You know, I'm gonna try to be as respectful as I can today regarding this deal, but it may be hard. How can we accept to pay 120 to 130 million for a player that is 28 years old, that wasn't even that keen to join the club, and doesn't even fit our playing style with how Tuchel is trying to play? And I really highly doubt he is a Tuchel choice. I think Tuchel would wanted Erling Haaland. So in that regards, I find it absolutely ridiculous. That's not even including the agent fees and the wages, which, if you do the math, is going to come down very close to what would Erling Haaland cost at the end. So we're going to look like a bunch of idiots as a club, to be honest with you, knowing that we're paying 50 million out of this fee to Man U.
He called it. We're going to look like idiots. Yeah, let's carry on.
Facilitating them probably trying to get Haaland next season, especially now that they have Sancho, and just that is just attractive, I guess, for Haaland next year. Who knows if they even can win something this year? Maybe they could. So I really do not see any advantage or positivity from this deal going into next season. And mark my word, he will not score more than 15 goals in the Premier League, and we will see. So
we have seen. He got his credit and left.
No, he'll be back. It's probably a connection issue.
Yeah, I mean, you cannot fault this. It was clear for a certain fan back then that he doesn't fit as much as we hope he succeed. But now he's our Chelsea players, right? So now, like Mark said at the beginning, he's not even here to help the team against Real Madrid. I'm not sure if he will be a good presence in tomorrow.
Can I just ask a question quickly?
Hold on. Do you guys think he's actually injured?
I don't think so.
Yeah.
I don't think so.
Go on, Chris.
He would be.
What I was going to say, the question I just wanted to ask was in regards to Lukaku, right? Because look, next season, right, which is not even that far away, to be fair, which is quite scary to think. Do you obviously he's not going to be sold at the end of this season because I just don't see it happening. But do you see Lukaku here within the next 2 years, 3 years? I don't.
Yeah,
I see him gone. So.
The thing is, it could happen. It could happen because
at Chelsea, at Chelsea.
Okay. No.
Yeah, it could happen.
I personally, I don't.
No, he could be sold next season. Because when you think Abramovich is writing off that debt, isn't he, of 1.5 million? And if he's writing off that debt, then we can take a hit on him. You know, there was talk that PSG wanted him, but do you see anyone see that news today? I'm not sure if it's true or not. Where Qataris are pulling out after the World Cup.
Yeah. No, but
I don't know how true that rumor is, but if it isn't.
Yeah, but I'm not saying Lukaku can't be sold. I'm saying I just don't see it realistically, I don't see it happening. I just don't see him here within the next 3 years at least. I just don't see him here at Chelsea. I just don't.
Yeah, and I got to apologise to Julius, actually, by the way, because I was one of his biggest defenders at the time. But Now I got to concede that he probably wasn't worth that money. So yeah, I'll put my hand up and say that I got it wrong. And you too, Boogie.
I'll second that. Yeah, I was a big defender of Lukaku. Unfortunately, I got that wrong.
Yeah, Julius Alford, that I wanted Lukaku in the summer. I was a big fan of his at Inter, and then he came, and I was so excited. And then he done the interview, and my support for him went out the window. So fair play. But you did say Man United to win a trophy, so I'm giving you 50% credit.
And also, I have to say, I was wrong about Timo Werner as well. So
yeah, I second that. We're all wrong. We're all wrong these days.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
I mean, look, anyways, it's good. I don't see him leaving, that's for sure. I think he will be here for the next 2 years or something before Chelsea will decide to take the hit and just let him go. Because he's not really bringing any spark to this team when we need him. Like, it's not about Lukaku being 11th player or attack. He's just not bringing anything extraordinary. Like, he's just a normal striker in our system, average footballer in our system. So it's good if he's gone by this summer, but he's not. I don't think we'll be selling him. That's for sure.
The thing is, though, he's not even a bad player. He's a good player, but he just doesn't fit for Chelsea. He just needs to go. Inter's his perfect club, but even
And he's not willing to do what he needs. Like, he's just not willing. Lose weight. He's too heavy for me, anyways.
Yeah. But that's what I'm saying. I mean, I'm not even denying it. He's not a bad player. He just isn't for Chelsea.
Like, look at Benzema yesterday. I mean, I'm not gonna compare Lukaku and Benzema, but those lean striker. The guy is so lean. Look at Harry Kane. Like, you can see it. Just the body is telling you the guys are in to do something. Lukaku's just no.
That's why Conte told him. That's why Conte told him to lose his weight. Yeah.
Yeah, Harry Kane at the beginning of the season, he wasn't great, was he? His body language wasn't there. So sometimes you just.
Yeah, but at one point you have to change it, Max. At one point you just have to show something. We can't just keep doing giving chance and accepting. Like you already said, you understand that Lukaku was probably a bad investment, but man, we need him. We need experienced players. Like, our entire team, especially in certain games like tomorrow, we need Lukaku to lead our lineup, but he's not good to lead it. What he's shown so far, no.
Yeah, there's that chance.
13 subscribers away from 10K. Are we going to hit it on stream tonight?
Come on, get subscribing. Come on.
DJ Savinius, big up to you.
Yeah, good.
Welcome.
Big up to you. Big up to you. Big up to everyone. How are you all? You all good?
Yeah, good, thank you. Good.
Everyone's good except me, DJ. They all cheated on me.
No.
Especially Mo.
Come on,
Mo
guys.
telling the chat not to vote for me. That's ridiculous.
Listen, I thought you accepted my apology. What's up with that?
No, I don't accept your apology anymore. Sorry.
Hey, Mo, you'll be running across the pitch to come and get you.
What? Yeah, that was me, man. Yeah. That was me, 1977. I was 20 years old. Yeah, that's me. That's the real me, yeah.
Nick, I just want to understand something. How did you manage to get that thing around your neck and tie yourself to that post? How did you manage to do that?
What post?
The post the other night when
was that the Everton game, wasn't it?
Everton, yeah. No, I didn't do that. You see, I had players who loved me. Ray Luton, he put his arm around me and walked me off, in front of the shed, and they were going crazy. That was some experience I had. And I had to run all the way down. Max, I had to run down from the benches. The West Ham was all benches, remember?
Yeah.
From the top of the benches all the way down. I just flew. I flew over the rest of them, sitting below me. I just flew on the pitch. Because Ian Breton was going to have his leg broken. That's why.
And the referee played on, didn't he? He didn't even give a foul.
No, he didn't give nothing. That's why I went mad. And I chased the Blackpool player, but Ray Luton stopped me. Otherwise, I would have caught up with him. Yeah.
You'd have been banned for life, so Ray Lewis have done you a favour, mate.
No, they didn't do it then. My poor mum, she had to come all the way from Walthamstow to bail me out in the police station. £30 fine. They let me go after that. It's crazy
Right,
times. Yeah.
Enough talking about your personal life. Let's talk about the game.
But can I
tomorrow.
ask a quick question though?
About his personal life?
Yeah, Nico was bailed out with a £2.5. Is that what I heard? Or?
No,
£30.
£30 the fine was, but that in those days that was a lot of money. It's like £150 now. So, and it was a lot of money. Yeah.
I want to hear from Eric Blue, Julius, and DJ Sav because I didn't get that from.
Yeah, okay,
from
exactly.
I want to hear this
Boogeyman
from
is
you
not
guys.
in that list, yeah?
No, Boogeyman, I heard from you. I want to hear from DJ, Eric Blue, and Julius in respect to how you think the game is gonna pan out tomorrow. If we are gonna win, what does it take for us to win? What do we have to do to overturn this 2-goal deficit? Because it's a mountain. It's a mountain that we have to overcome. I'm actually going to go Julius, Eric, and DJ in that order. So Julius, start us off, mate.
Me first? Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Man, it's very disappointing that we are in this situation. We have to we have to score, not concede. We have to score really fast. At least, let's say, first half, the first goal. I think if we score a goal fast in the beginning of the game, let's say maybe first 15, 20 minutes, I could see Real Madrid getting under a lot of pressure and losing their heads. They're not the greatest team, to be honest with you. They're not that good. I think we are a better team overall. We have a better defense, better midfield. Maybe they have the only thing they have better than us is they have a good striker. They have an unbelievable striker. Other than that, we should be all over them. And we were in the first game, if you think about it, except the first couple of mistakes we had in the beginning. So we played 60, 70 minutes of the game. They destroyed us within half an hour, and that's it. Other than that, Mendy gave them a goal. They had nothing in the game. So playing in the Bernabeu is special for a lot of the players, especially looking at how they were taking pictures, walking around. It is a special place. I think that should give them a lot of motivation. Someone like Ziyech, who I think had a comeback then there or something before, also he should be looking forward to that. It's very possible. We have to be clinical and we have to play high pressure, not afraid. We have nothing to lose at this point. If I am managing this team, I would be like all out. Attack, attack, attack. High pressure. We have nothing to lose. Let's get these goals real quick and see what happens. Is Lukaku not traveling? He didn't.
No.
Go, right? Okay. I would have liked him to play at least maybe 25, 30 minutes. Maybe playing at the Bernabeu could give him a lot of motivation or something to prove something, because scoring there is always a big deal. So it is what it is. I don't know, man. Yeah.
Do you think tomorrow it's about ability or about mentality?
Mentality. Ability is there. We've always had a mentality problem. We have the ability. It's just that we need to. We are our own enemy. Christensen, for example, first game against Barcelona, Madrid. Sorry. What is he doing, man? He is an unbelievable defender. Let's not forget the great performances he's had with us against Real Madrid last game. His head is somewhere else. Maybe because he wants to leave. I don't know. Is there not we don't have maybe the same energy as we had last year because we won the trophy, so it has less of an aura? Could be. But that's unacceptable because you want to win Champions League even if you won it before. You want to win it every time you can win it. The ability is there. We just have to believe and go all out on it. No mercy, literally. I'm getting skinned when we lost. I know a lot of Madrid fans. I'm getting destroyed. So please perform tomorrow, because I'm already talking so much before this game, and I'm saying to all of them, we're gonna come back and watch us conquering Madrid with the leadership of Nick Blue. Nick Blue is our leader. We look up to him, you know. So
But I just want Nick Blue to be a little bit more what's the word here? A little bit more understanding of others who are trying to become a little bit more friendly and banter him a little bit, and he needs to just understand and appreciate that it's not ill intentions behind the sentiment, but sometimes it just doesn't come across that way. So time will tell. Time will tell. I think if Real Madrid if Real Madrid lose tomorrow and Chelsea go through, I think Nick Blue will be a more easygoing character. What do you think?
yeah, he will. He will. He's
Yeah,
very
I'm
very
sure.
passionate. Very
He
very
is.
passionate.
He
And
is.
you know what,
Yeah.
Chris too. All of us.
Yeah.
And we, sometimes we get into debates and we disagree because we all love the club.
I think all of us here are very passionate, but the issue is Max Burton's mic doesn't work too good. What a twist! What a twist!
Can I
Lucas.
answer the
You were not
question?
expecting that.
Yeah.
Go on, Nick.
Yeah, I'm very passionate. I'm sure all of you are. I saw Mo when he came to the protest. I met him for the first time, and I'm very proud of him. And everyone who came to that protest, big up to them. There was only 200 of us, but we made our voices heard. That was the main thing. And I've been Chelsea supporter since the age of 10. I'm 65 nearly. I've been everywhere with Chelsea through the ups and downs, and it's my life. My life is Chelsea, then I have my private life. That's how it is. It's always been like that. That's why, sometimes I come across very bad with people because it gets me when someone says this place, this and that, or calls him name, boogeyman. It gets to me. That's why. But I don't have any bad feelings towards anyone. No, not any Chelsea fan.
Big up, Nick. Much love, much respect, Nick. Let me go to Eric Blue. Eric, I don't think I said hello to you, did I? You just came in and
I mean, I forgive you. I forgive you. Don't worry. I forgive.
again, apologies, Eric. I mean, you did come late, so there's that.
Yeah, I was. I mean, I wasn't as late as some other people, but I was late. To be fair. No, it's.
Give me Eric.
Yeah.
I want to hear what you feel, what you anticipate, and what you expect to see tomorrow.
Okay. I feel that over. I really do. I hope it's not. I expect a performance. I expect the players to, give a good account of themselves and do everything they can to progress to the next round. That's all they can do. All they can do is try their best. And you can't always win in football. You can only try your best, do everything you can, and hopefully, 9 times out of 10 you get the results you want. So I'm expecting a very spirited performance, a very determined performance from the players, and I think we might win the game, but maybe we'll lose the tie. But I'm hoping that we do the unthinkable, and win like 3-0. That would be fun. That would be amazing. So it's difficult for me to see. We have to do a lot to go to the next round. So hopefully we do what a lot of people don't expect to happen. Chelsea don't really score too many goals. Chelsea, yes, we keep clean sheets, but Are we going to keep a clean sheet at the Bernabeu? Who knows? So it's going to be very interesting. Either way, I'm very excited. I'm looking forward to the game. In a sense, I mean, there's not much to lose, right? The players don't need to worry about that. You know, all the pressure will be on Madrid because they're expected to go through from here. So the players just need to go out there and not think about the result too much. Just give everything they can, and hopefully not, have anything to worry about. It's like a free hit, so hopefully they do it.
Yeah, there's a lot of hope. There's a lot of belief. There's a lot of expectation. But for me, it's all about what's up here. If we are right up here, we've got this. Because we are not facing a team that we can't beat. We've beaten them. We've beaten these lads. So this is a team that we can beat, and to be fair, we beat them comfortably.
We need to beat them 3-0.
Over the 2-leg last year.
Yeah. I think it is not an easy game tomorrow. I mean, I'm not saying that, but I'm saying it is within our grasp and within our ability. We don't have to score 3 goals. We have to score 2 and not concede. And that would make it go into penalties. And actually, I'm going to ask you guys a question in a second. If it does get to penalties, do we switch or do we keep it?
No.
We can't switch anymore. Okay, sorry.
We'll come to that. Listen, lads, we are literally 10 subscribers away from 10,000 subscribers.
Come on, people.
10 subscribers away from 10.
Come on, subscribe.
Exactly.
Today on the stream, we've had, I believe, 20 subscribers on the stream. So that is already a very, very good number. And I thank each and every one of you who has subscribed already. But we are literally 10 away from 10,000. So if you haven't subscribed yet and you're watching the videos and the streams on the regular, click that button and make the difference. DJ Sav, let me hear your thoughts and opinions on the game tomorrow, mate.
Yeah, listen, I've said it from last year. I think we spoke, Mo. I said if we can go down there in the first 20 minutes and keep that crowd quiet, keep the ball away from Real Madrid and score a goal, we are very much capable of winning this game. Look, I keep going back to 2012 when we won the Champions League. We did this to Napoli. We were 3-1 down in the first leg when the away goals were actually counted for. And we look what we did. We turned that game around. I know it's different opposition, different players, you all can say, but we have got it in us, mate. We've got it in us. We are currently holders of this trophy. Yeah, we've got to play like we're holders of this trophy. Yes, the pressure's all going to be on Madrid tomorrow because they're going to come out as something, we've got to win this game. But I really, really think if we can keep that crowd down, get a quick, fast goal, we can really, really cause problems for them tomorrow. I really do. Again, but we, like you said, though, we've got to make sure we don't concede tomorrow, which is probably going to be tough because obviously with Mr. Mercedes Benz up front, it's going to be very tough to obviously, if they can keep him quiet and maybe keep Vinicius quiet as well, I cannot see why we can't go and do something in this game tomorrow. So I'm confident we can do this tomorrow. As I said, we've done it before on occasions in Europe, and we're usually traditionally are a cup team that likes to call upsets. So for me, it's what do you call it? It's an opportunity for us to do it again tomorrow. And I really think from the first leg, if you see where they played in the first leg, for me there was no heart, there was no fight, there was no desire. I want to see that tomorrow from my team. And they've got that in them. We've got the players, and we've got the manager. We've got the manager as well to do that as well. We go out there tomorrow and be passionate and go and show them what we can do. I cannot see why we can't get something out of this game tomorrow. But we need to score quick. We get one goal, I'm sure the second goal will come around.
The only thing, though, DJ, is that all our comebacks. We've had some great comebacks in Europe. They've all been.
Yes, we have.
And the home leg has always been for the home. We've never had it in an away leg, I don't think. And that's the only thing that I'm thinking.
Records are there to be broken. Let's go.
Yeah. And also, don't forget also though, Max, there's no away goals rules included in this, mate. So this is
Yeah,
one of
that's
the
it.
reasons
We
why
only need a
I
1-0.
think we should. Yeah. So if we score the
2-0,
one
sorry.
goal,
We only need a 2-0, sorry. Yeah.
yeah. So we do that. I really cannot see why we cannot go and go all the way. I really can't, seriously.
Yeah, but the other thing is, if a team in EPL can do that, it can only be Chelsea. It's
Exactly. Spot on, Biggie, man.
we are so unpredictable. We play like crap when we don't.
Want to play well.
We can come out there and just dominate Real Madrid physically. They will have the moderate taking the ball, dispatch the ball, and having some control in the midfield. But our energy, if we go there with the proper energy and we have Kai Havertz and Mount know where the goal is, I think we can score 3 goals in the first half, and that game is all done.
Can I just say to Mo, you know when you had that thing on the screen there about the subscribers you got left, was it 6 more subscribers? Now, if I'm not mistaken, we won 6 now on the weekend. It's meant to be. Click the subscribe button.
Yeah.
Come on.
It's
true.
I'm just refreshing the screen now. It's actually 5 now.
Oh, let's go.
Come on, guys. Come on.
If we get
5
5
more.
subscribers, we need a goal for every subscriber tomorrow. So 5
Yeah,
goals.
Timo Werner,
There you
Mount,
go.
Havertz, Pulisic, Trevor. Come on.
You know what? It'd really be nice to hit 10k tonight.
You know what? If you get 10k tonight, I'm going to call it from now. We're going through. There you go. And if we don't, then it's the fans. It's the fans' fault that we didn't. The ones who didn't describe, you'll be kicking yourself to come tomorrow.
I think there's Tuchel factor also. The Tuchel we saw against Real Madrid at home. I don't know. I just don't recognize him at all. Hopefully tomorrow he bring the energy, because I mean the team that I saw against Real Madrid at home, I feel like I don't know how to express this one, but I feel like whatever the team show on the field is exactly the energy that the coach bring into the changing room. So hopefully Tuchel in the changing room tomorrow is a different animal, so he can get out of those kids the energy they need to push Real Madrid till the end. Like even if we score 2 goals and we take him to the extra time, we need to still keep that energy. We have the Loftus-Cheek, we have maybe Jorginho that can come in, we have the Pulisic that can come in. It depends on who started. Anyways, we need to be able to maintain that consistent energy, because Modric and Kroos are not going to be able to sustain the energy level that we can bring to them. So it's really important that Tuchel enter that dressing room tomorrow. I don't want to see what I saw against Madrid at home. It's just crazy for me. And anyways, I don't want to wake up tomorrow here and criticize Tuchel.
3 more clicks. Come on.
Come on,
But
guys.
you know what, Boogie? I remember when last week it just came out about his wife. And that was, and hopefully, obviously, because it just came out at that time, that may have been playing on his mind as well. It's gone public. So I'm hoping that the mindset is going to be different this week.
But I've just seen another connection. 2 goals is what we need to score to goal. Can you have a chance against Real Madrid?
Listen, if Barcelona, again, Barcelona opposition, different opposition, but they can go and smash 5 past them. Yeah, I'm not saying that. If they can go and smash 5 past them, yeah. All right, I'm not saying where would you go, but I know they got some goals. I get what you're going to say.
Can I say something? Against Barcelona, Modric was playing as a striker.
Benzema wasn't playing. Ferland Mendy wasn't playing either, and he's big to them with his pace. Remember, they got this big back.
The thing is,
if Ferland Mendy wasn't playing, then I'd be more confident.
Like, lads, check this out.
Have you done it?
Is it a drum roll?
Yep.
Is it a drum roll?
Congratulations! Congrats! Well done,
do you know who was the 10,000 subscriber? The 10,000 one.
Listen, every single one of you is the 10,000 subscriber.
Everyone. Yeah, great, Mo. Yeah, I thought it was going to happen for sure. I just, knew it. It was going to happen tonight before the game tomorrow.
That's it, guys.
We're winning tomorrow.
We're
winning tomorrow.
Very good.
Listen. I got to say something. Hold Oh boy. Listen, I never thought, I swear to you, I never thought I would get to this number. I never thought I would do it. When I started this, it was all about just trying to get a different perspective and expressing my views. Today on YouTube, we have this platform and we have other platforms where people can come on and talk and express themselves. When I started YouTube, we didn't have this. So for a person like me to express their opinion, I had to create my own platform. And I did that. And one of the earliest members that I met on this journey was Max Burton and DJ Sav. DJ Sav was the first panelist ever to come on my shows. And he's here today as I hit 10,000 subscribers. Max Burton has been part of this journey before I even hit 500 subscribers. Before I even hit 500 subscribers, I met Max Burton. And every single one of you in the chat, on the panel today, you are all part of this 10,000K. This success, and for me, this is success. For people, this might be just a little number, 10,000, not a big deal. For me, it's success because this is 10,000 strong community. Thank you to each and every one of you, and hopefully we'll continue to grow. And hopefully we'll continue to give a voice to people. I was not expecting to hit 10K tonight. I'll be honest with you. I thought I'd hit it tomorrow. The fact that we've done it tonight means a ton. I can't thank you guys enough. All of you in the chat, on the panel, and those of you who are watching this as a pre-recorded after this is posted. Thank you all for helping me reach this milestone. It does mean a ton. It means a hell of a lot. I've spoken to the guys on the panel backstage before about this, and how much this means to me. And it's just a number, but it's also a benchmark, and it shows that the hard work that we've put in has paid off. So thank you each and every one of you. Hopefully we can maintain this, and we'll all be congratulating ourselves tomorrow evening as we celebrate, hopefully, Chelsea advancing into the semi-finals after overturning the 2-goal deficit to Real Madrid. I'm going to give everyone a couple of minutes to give me their final thoughts before we sign out. But I'm thankful for your help, guys. Who wants to go first?
I'll go first.
We'll go Boogie, then we go Max. I know Max needs to get some sleep, but we'll go Boogie first. Go on, Boogie.
Congratulations, Mo, first. And all I heard is you throwing flowers to Max and GJ Saab, and they didn't really contribute that much. I did most of the job. So anyone that doubt me, that's your problem. I know out of that 10K subscriber, I pretty much give you 9,500 something subscribers. So Max, you can take that one and go to bed tonight, right? When it comes to tomorrow game, I think we pretty much covered it, and Tuchel has to bring the right energy, and the selection. I don't want to be the one selecting 11 tomorrow, because Loftus-Cheek was good, Werner was good against Southampton, but he has to put player that brings some consistency to his system. Tuchel has to trust his system, and he has to trust his players. The Alonso has to be there for me, for sure, for us to go after Madrid. Don't worry too much about what exactly Madrid is doing. Let's do what we do. The energy. We are from EPL. All the message, the better characteristics of EPL teams is we are physical. Let's just bring the physical to the game tomorrow. and hopefully not making too many mistakes. And I think, well, if anything can do it, like I said, it will be Chelsea. Yo, Mo, thanks for having me, and thanks for recognizing that I'm the one that brought all those 9,000 and something.
Hey, listen, Boogeyman. I gotta say something before you go. Listen, seriously, you, Julius, Eric, Chris, Nick, and even the people who are not here, MDT, Couch Critic, Podfather, Gabrielle. It's a long list. There's a long list of people who have contributed, and each one of you has done your bit in more ways than one. There's a lot of work that happens behind the scenes, and there's a lot of work that is done away from the streams that helps to build this channel. People like you, like Julius, like others who have asked me not to talk about what they've done and what they've contributed, but a lot of people have played a big part in the success of the Blue Lounge, and I will always be indebted to them. So thank you for everything you've done as well, Boogeyman. It means a lot. Thank you.
Yeah. Zero thanks to Nick Blue. In case he think
Nick Blue doesn't accept no apologies.
He did something.
Man, so
Nick Blue, you did zero to this channel.
He's lucky if I let him on my extreme. Man. He'd be lucky.
I know. Boogie, I know that.
Take care, Boogie.
I know you're an affiliate.
Yo, Nick Blue.
It doesn't bother me one bit. I'm here for the channel. My friend Mo, which I met, and I'm very glad I met him in real life. Because he's a great bloke, and it's great. You hit your mark, and it's only 10,000. We want another 10,000 very quick. Really, and because this is one of the best Chelsea channels on the YouTube. So there's no doubt in that. And big up to you. It's great to get to 10,000. Let's
there's a max speaking now.
Yeah. About the game. Look,
whoa, what's going on here?
Nobody asked you to talk about the game, man.
I'm coming to you, Nick. I'm coming to you.
You took over. You took over.
Can you not?
All right. Yeah, go on. Carry on.
He's getting carried away.
I'll go on camera.
All right. First, Boogeyman, have a good night, brother. I'll see you tomorrow after the game. Take care, Boogie.
Peace out, bro.
Good night, Boogie. Good night.
Yeah.
All right. Let's begin. Max Burton.
It's not my proper camera. The lighting's a bit bad, but
listen, it's not your proper camera, not your proper mic, not your proper internet connection. What are you doing, man? Why are you even here, man?
Well, it is what it is. But first of all, congratulations on reaching 10,000. Well deserved, and you've got a great show going on. Well, it's obviously people like to watch, and good panelists as well, which helps. And it's always respectful on your show, and that's what we like about it, is that you keep everyone in order, and you don't and we have a bit of banter, and at the end of the day, we may not agree with everything what other people say, but we're all brothers at the end of the day. I've had disputes before in the past with the likes of Julius and Boogie and other people, but that's what football's about, isn't it? It's all about if we all had the same opinions, then there's nothing to debate, is there? So I'll have my opinions, which you may not agree with, and you'll have your opinions, but I may not sometimes agree with, and we come together, we have a discussion, and then we see who's right, who's wrong. With the Lukaku debate, Julius gets that one over me this time, because time would tell, and time's told, and so I'd take the L on that one. But so keep up the good work, and I'm sure that you'll move on and get a lot more subscribers in the future. Tomorrow, I'm just hoping for a lot of energy from the team. I'm just hoping that we will put in a fantastic performance. And I always say in any match, I just want us to not live with any regrets. Give us our all, and play to the best of our ability. And the impossible can happen. We can do it. Yeah. So an early goal, and I said it was the first goal, not an early goal. It doesn't matter when we get it, but we get that first goal. We silence the Bernabeu. They'll get those white flags out, start waving them, and we know that we're on top of them in that game. So, Kai Havertz, big time player, always produces when he needs to produce. And did you see that little double pirouette he did against Southampton? He's looking a lot like a Zidane type player at the minute. So I think he's going to be the key to unlock the defense of Real Madrid. And I it's going to be hard. I'm not saying it isn't. It's going to be a difficult game, but dare to dream, and let's just give it our all. And I think we may be okay.
Yeah, you know what, Max? Tomorrow night could be a night that we'll talk about for years to come, and it could be a night that want to forget. Hopefully, it'll be one that we'll talk about for years to come. And I think the boys have shown that they have it within them to cause an upset of this size. So, fingers crossed. Tomorrow night we'll be back here celebrating a good result. And I remember the celebration that we had last time. We beat Real Madrid. I remember, me and you, and I think I was in the garden.
Yeah.
I was streaming from the garden them days.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah. I hope we can, repeat that tomorrow night. So yeah.
Okay. Big up everyone. Big up Gav as well.
Big up Max.
Big up Max.
Yeah. And big
Take
up
care,
DJ,
Bobo.
the rest of you guys. Yeah. Have a good night.
Have a good night, and I'll see you tomorrow. We'll see you
Take care,
tomorrow.
Max.
Take care, guys.
Take care,
Bye
Max.
bye.
Cheers, Max.
Yeah.
All right. Who wants to go next?
Right, I'll go next. I'll go next because I've got to go after this. But Mo,
Eric's to be first.
Oh well, I just want to say quick congratulations before I jump into anything regarding tomorrow's game, mate. Mo, first of all, mate, congratulations on the milestone, the achievement. I say it time and time again, the best Chelsea fan channel on YouTube. At first, it kind of rolled off my tongue, but now it's here to stay. You can take it, mate. I've not copyrighted it. You can take it for your channel. It is the best Chelsea fan channel on YouTube. You work hard, and you deserve it. And everyone can see that. Hence, you've got 10k, and you deserve a lot more. Is where that's concerned. 20k. Actually, if you're listening to this, we've just hit 10k. Get on the road to 20k. Get that subscribe button hit. Yeah, let's go. Let's push on for that. You deserve it, mate.
Chris, we are on the road. No, it's increasing. It's continuing to grow.
Well, there you go, mate. There you go. Well, we're a far way bit, but we're close. We're close. I came on the channel about 9 months ago. I came in, and I think it was when. I think it was I think it was before. No, it was after the Champions League. So it was the start of this season, and never looking back. So Mo, once again, mate, congratulations on it. 10k. Here's to many, many more. In terms of tomorrow's game, I reckon we'll win. I don't reckon we'll go through though, because I don't reckon that we'll. I just can't see it. I mean, I think after that Mendy kind of mistake to give Benzema's hat-trick, I kind of think that took the wind out of us, and I think it took the motivation out of us. And I know we won 6-0 against Southampton, but I don't want to. That's not going to mask and blind my judgment on in terms of beating Real Madrid and going through. So I reckon we'll win, but I don't reckon we'll go through, which is disappointing because I wanted us to go on and win it. I want Chelsea to win everything, but that's the way it is. Kovacic, but that's not me saying that we won't go through. But I mean, that's just me being realistic. And if we have an opportunity, we need to play Kovacic for those direct passes, put Madrid under pressure, because if you put Madrid under pressure, they will fold. And hopefully Tuchel's up for it. He seemed a bit depressed after the game against Real Madrid, obviously with his personal life, whatever else, but I want to see him up for the game tomorrow, and I want to see the players up for the game tomorrow and showing why we deserve to be in the semi-finals. So let's beat them, let's go through, and up the Chelsea. And once again, mate, congratulations, Mo. Have a good night, everybody.
Thank you.
Have a good night.
Cheers, Chris. I'll see you tomorrow. I'll see you tomorrow after the game, mate. Have a good night.
You too. Take care. Take care.
Bye, Chris.
Cheers. All right, Eric, it's yours. Let me hear it.
We have to start. There's only one place to start. Fantastic achievement. Finally, I mean, I was starting to get really annoyed. I was starting to I was starting to get upset. Like, why are people subscribing? Subscribe, come on, you know. And it's finally happened, and we can just move on. We can move on to the next milestone, you know. And it's good to see, and it's just the beginning. We're
I
just
just
gonna
want to
keep growing, growing.
interrupt you for 1 second, Eric. This is Alex. Alex is also one of my pre 1,000 subscribers, and when we first started streaming, it would be me, Alex, DJ, Max, Mikhail, and a couple of other guys. There'd be 10 of us on the panel. There'd be 6 people watching us on the stream. Literally 10 of us on the panel and 6 people watching. And we've come a long way since then.
Ago.
We've come a long way since then. So big up to you, Alex.
I mean, I don't even remember the last. I don't remember the first time I was involved with this channel, but I remember when DJ Sav was obviously DJ's OG, and I remember being on with him, and I was like, "This is nice," you know. I hadn't even spoken on YouTube before that. I only started speaking on YouTube for maybe a few weeks, because I usually just listen and do something else, and while the audio is playing in the background. So to get involved and be given the opportunity to speak and just talk about Chelsea, you know, with fellow supporters, is just it's a unique experience. And I have to thank you, Mo, you know, for giving me the opportunity to obviously to come on and talk. I wouldn't be here if obviously, you know, if I didn't I didn't see it as, you know, this is a big deal for me. I always come because it's not just about Chelsea. It's because there's a very special community, you know, and we're friends, and I could even say we're family, you know.
Yeah.
We spend so much time talking about all sorts of things, so it's a very special community we have here, and hopefully it can just keep growing and growing, and on to the next milestone, and hopefully, you know, Chelsea can add to this positivity with the results, and we can go through to the next round. That would be fantastic. So hopefully that happens. Let's see what happens. I expect a brave performance. Expect a good fight, and let the best team progress.
Chelsea progress.
Of course, yeah, that's what I meant. Yeah, let Chelsea progress.
Yeah.
So hopefully it's a good game. I might miss it, unfortunately, but I think I should be able to see it. Hopefully, I will. And obviously, we'll be back. I'll be back here whenever I can, no matter what happens. I never miss because of a loss or a bad result. You know, I'm always looking forward to every discussion about the club, and hopefully we have a lot more to talk about than just a good performance or a spirited effort. So thanks for having me once again.
Thank you. Cheers, Eric.
I should see you tomorrow.
Tomorrow after the game, back here to celebrate. Hopefully. Take care, brother.
Take care.
Have a good night.
Peace.
Cheers, Eric. Thank you. All right, I'm gonna go to Nick Blue. Nick, final thoughts, brother.
Yeah, final. You know what I said about you and your channel. I mean every word of it, and it's going to grow, Mo. It's going to grow even bigger. I know that. And about the Chelsea, I'm very confident we can do this, because when everything is against us, form-wise, recently, except for the Southampton game, what's happening with who's going to be our new owners, Roman being thrown out, with this from the government and everyone, the sanctions, everything going bad. This is when Chelsea come to life. We've had it in the past years, and we've always come on top, when we're the underdog and everyone's against us. So that's why I'm confident. That's the most reason. And I have full faith. I have full faith with Tuchel to just say a couple of words to them. Go while you're the champions of the world, you're European champions. Don't let this Real Madrid take it from you.
and that I hope that will happen. I'll be praying for it to happen. And big up to all of you, DJ. Great comments you make, and Julius the same. Great men, great comments. I'm really proud of you. Yes, big up to all of you. Yeah,
Big up, Nick.
Big up, Nick.
It's great. It's great to meet you all. It was great to meet you all. Like I came on as in the chat one day just listening, and I liked the channel and I subscribed straight away because it was good. It was interesting, and since then I've become in here talking. Like I've never done that in my life before, to talk live to people on this sort of thing. I've done it a little bit with James' channel in the beginning, but it wasn't much. But this is where I mainly talk. You and Coachella's channel, DJ knows we go there in the morning. And it's the only two channels I think I think they're the best at the moment. And we'll get bigger. You will get bigger. Let's hope we go and beat the football terrorists. That'd be something.
Listen, Nick, thank you for your kind words. Thank you for your support. Listen, I'm not competing with anyone.
No, I'm just saying.
The football terrace is a
He's not
fantastic
competing.
channel.
It's a different channel.
Yeah,
I'm just saying,
fantastic
to
show,
get big like them. That's what I mean.
Yeah. I mean, listen. My goal is to grow and to reach as many people as possible. And how that happens, when that happens, I'll put in the work, and the success comes from God. So if God wants me to succeed, I will succeed. It. If He doesn't, then I'll pack it in. So we'll just do what we got to do. We got do what we got to do. Nick, thank you very much for your support. Thank you very much for your insight.
Big up to you, Nick. Big up.
Big up to all of you. And let's hope we do it tomorrow, and then I'll see you lot tomorrow. Yeah.
Thank you.
Cheers.
Cheers, brother. Have a good night. Bye-bye.
Bye.
All right, I'm going to go to DJ Sav, and then we'll go to Julius. So, DJ. Before you speak, I want to say a big thank you to DJ Sav for all the support that he's shown the channel from early doors. There's a few people out there. There's Mikhail, who doesn't come all that often. Alex, who was here earlier. Max Burton, DJ, and there's a few others who I've lost contact with. For whatever reason, they're no longer in the chat or in the comments. But DJ stands out because he was literally the very first person to ever join a stream live. And he will always have that title, my first ever panelist on the Blue Line. So big up to you, DJ.
Listen, Mo. First of all, congratulations, mate, on your 10K, mate. You've come such a long way. I remember when you did start it up with your videos in the car, bro. I subscribed to you for the first time then on your channel with your videos you were doing in the car back in the day, and I used to always make comments afterwards to you to say, talk to you about certain things. And finally, when you decided to do the streaming, it was just great to finally get a chance to talk to you. I'm still hoping at some point we'll still all get a chance to go and enjoy a game together. Hopefully FA Cup final will be won. Hopefully.
Yeah. Definitely.
Yeah. As always, I've always treated everyone on here I've met. As I said, it's great being on this show to come on, give my comments, meeting different people, Julius, everyone on here. Big up to every single one of you. I always call you guys a family. You've always been like a second family to me. I've always said that, and I'll continue to say that. It's just great talking to Chelsea fans out there who know and know about the football club, going back as far as I have. Get to know people of me being a fan since the 80s, but others have gone before that I know. But listen, going on for tomorrow's game, it's going to be a tough game. I'm still confident we can do it. We must show heart and determination tomorrow. I'm confident our players will do that tomorrow. We've got the manager. I said that already. We've got the players. We've got the tools to do something at that game tomorrow. So it's not as tough as it's going to be. I'm confident our team can still do it tomorrow. But other than that, Mo, carry on with your channel growing more and more and more. I'm sure it's going to be okay. And Alex, big up to you in the comments as well, bro. I remember him first time talking to him as well. I haven't chatted to him for a long, long time. Hopefully, we'll catch up with him very soon as well. And I'll hopefully catch up with you guys again tomorrow. But peace out,
Definitely,
peace out.
definitely.
Good
Take
night,
care,
peace.
DJ, and thank
Take
you,
care,
thank
guys.
you much for your support, brother. Have
No
a good
worries.
night. Have a good night. Thank
You
you,
too, bro.
DJ.
You
Much
too.
appreciated. Much appreciated. All right, Julius, 10,000 subscribers. We've made it. Champions League quarterfinals. Real Madrid in the Bernabeu. 2 goals down. Hopefully, we'll make that as well.
Absolutely. Yeah. Congratulations. Very happy. Finally, 10K. You deserve it. Honestly, you worked very hard. And this is the only. I'm not very involved on the. Like, I don't watch any channels. Like, I follow very selective few ones. And this is the only channel that does streaming regularly. And um, very respectful. You go on other streams and it's a lot of disrespectful words, calling the players names, calling each other's names. And this is the only channel that you can feel respected. And you're very humble because you interact with everyone in the chat and the panels. You give voice for every Chelsea fan as long as they're not trolling. And very likable person, very humble, very smart. So I'm very happy for you because a lot of people don't know how hard you work behind the scenes because they see, you stream and it's not that simple. There is so much work that goes behind the scenes before and after the stream. So yeah, finally halfway to 20K, a little bit less than halfway actually. And and yeah, I think this channel is a huge success, very underrated, and it's about time. So regarding the game tomorrow, I'll be honest. Usually when I'm confident and I say, "Oh, we're gonna win," the exact opposite happened. That I never was confident, never, and said we're gonna beat this team, and we did it. Never. So what I'm gonna say, we can do it. I don't think we will go through. I'll play the reverse psychology thing. That doesn't mean I believe it. I'll just play it and say, I think we can do it. The key is not to glorify the Madrid squad and give it too much respect to intimidate ourselves. Nothing is intimidating about them. We are the better team. We are the European champions. They should be the ones scared to face us, not us facing them. We were very dominant last year against them. And I think we have the capacity this year to be dominant as well. The key here is not to lose motivation during the game. I don't want the players. Maybe a Chelsea player watch this channel. I've heard there is one that does, but if you guys are watching us,
Really?
yeah, I've told you before.
Yeah, but is he still watching though?
I don't know. Like, I don't know how regular they are or how regular he is, but they've seen it. They're aware of it.
I know an ex coach watches this channel, an ex Chelsea coach.
Really? Hey, nice.
Yeah. Who was also an ex Chelsea player.
No, okay, nice. Yeah, look, you get thousands of views. Who knows among these thousands, So, of course, there's going to be probably people from the club involved with the club, the team. And this is the thing. Fans' voice, people think it's not strong. You may think that you could come in, call in a random YouTube channel and say your opinion, and you think this is not going to have an impact. These players are very well connected with what's going on social media. They know exactly what's being said. They know the trends. They know the rumors, and they are aware. So if they're watching us or if they watch us, don't lose motivation. Even if we are 1-0 up and it's 10 minutes to go or 5 minutes to go, or even if we are 0-0 and it's 5 minutes to go, push, because we've seen it before. Teams came back scoring 2 goals in 5 minutes, or in 2 minutes, or in three. Who knows? Look, Madrid did it, and PSG 2 goals in 1 minute. So please, don't give up. Just push, and if we lose, let us lose with pride, because what happened was not good, man. To lose 3-1 to these guys, most arrogant fan base I've ever seen. And they're just, oh, we embarrassed you at Stamford Bridge. That fort that you guys say it's a fortress. And you know what? Let's show them who we are, because Chelsea is the impossible. We always prove everyone wrong. And that's why we're hated. That's why we are very hated.
We are hated. We are envied. We are a team that turns heads. We're a team that makes history. We're a team that fights against all the odds and is still standing and is still strong. You know what we've gone through over the past few weeks, and where we are. It's amazing. It's unbelievable to a certain degree, and this is why I think we should not count ourselves out of the Champions League just yet. Not easy, but we can do it. We
can, and I don't want to say we will. I'm not gonna say it.
Yeah,
but we can.
We can, exactly. Yeah, exactly. I'm not saying we will. I'm not saying we will. And again, I'm like you. I want to see a good performance. The results, it is what it is. But I want to see us put the performance in.
Yes.
And whatever happens, happens. And we'll deal with it. But I don't want to lose and not have given it 100%. That I can't take.
Yeah.
So hopefully we'll do that. Look, Julius, I want to say thank you for all the support and all the work that you have done behind the scenes. You have done some great work for the Blue Lounge. You have opened many a door for the channel. People in the chat probably don't know, the hard work that you've put in, but you have been the unknown soldier. You, Boogeyman, and many others. You've done work that people don't get to see. So thank you to you and to everyone who has helped us to grow. I will see you. Hopefully, I will see you because I know you got work and whatnot. But if you're able to come on tomorrow night, hopefully to celebrate the win, I'd love to have you on the show tomorrow.
Yeah, I will try my best. It's gonna be very hard, but I will try.
It depends on the result. I think it depends on the result.
The problem is, it depends, but sometimes I have meetings and
I know
it's just impossible to make it. But I hope I can make it, and I hope we can get to celebrate. And
Inshallah,
yeah.
Habibi Julius, have a good night, and we will talk soon.
Thank you so much, everyone, and
take care, Baba.
Thanks.
Cheers, Julius. Thank you very much. Good night. Good night, Julius. Guys, we are now in. We've hit 134 likes. We've hit 10,000 subscribers. All we've got to do is beat Real Madrid tomorrow, and we're laughing. Guys, I can't thank you enough. I can't thank you enough for all the support you've shown and all the love you've shown the channel. This is your channel. This is not, Mo's channel. This is the Blue Lounge. This is a channel for all Chelsea fans. So I'm really pleased that the family is growing, the connection is growing, and the community is growing. So thank you all. I will be live tomorrow. I say about 10 minutes, 15 minutes after the final whistle, do a match reaction, and hopefully it'll be a positive reaction. Thank you all for being here. Have a good night, and I'll see you all tomorrow. Take care of yourselves. Peace.
Thank you.